Yo, what is going down, y'all? Welcome in the most underrated podcast you already know, broadcasting from Most Underrated Studios. I am your man, Thomas the Franchise, the homie Dal Antonio chilling across from me. Fellas, coming out of the live, bro, I felt great all weekend, dude.
That was awesome.
I guess we just start there. Coming out the live, obviously playing a little cream coming into the show today.
Yeah.
RIP Ginger Baker.
No doubt.
We'll jump into all that stuff. Crazy NFL weekend. Crazy WWE shit over the weekend. UFC pay-per-view over the weekend. Tons of topics to get to on the cast today. But let's start it off with the live. I got to give everybody that came through on the live, man. Everybody that came through and rocked with us, donated money. I was still getting money after the live the next day. I was sending you screenshots. I was like, look, fool, our boy Geiger came through, sent me a Venmo. So that was really, really cool, man. Shout out to everybody that came through on the live. That
was super tight.
I had a blast, didn't you?
It was a great time, man. I was sweating at the end in the Wu-Tang jacket.
Dude, we were both kind of like, I was like, damn, are you a little bit lit up here? Yeah. Like, what's going on?
I would have been sweating if I didn't make that damn shot.
That was fire.
That was some pressure.
That was fire. I saw I got the video, social media.
That was super sick.
It was dope, man. It was dope. Just a big shout out to everybody that came through. I thought we had a blast, and I think that's where we're going to, that give you kind of peeled the curtain back and give you a peek into the future of the show. Wouldn't you guys say? Like, I think that is the direction.
That's about as raw as it gets, and that is the direction.
That's kind of the future of it. The live streams, we just kind of we got to tighten a few things up as far as just some stuff behind the scenes, because when we do go live, we want to make sure that format is the format for the future. We want to make sure what we set up and how we have that live format moving forward is how we're going to do it. We're still deciding whether we want to continue the show the same way it is now and go 2 days a week. We want to change the format of the show and go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Obviously, the show had shortened a little bit. You'd be looking at about between an hour and an hour 30 on those episodes, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, with probably the fantasy football shit and the heaters separate, I would say. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure exactly what we want to do. That's what we're still kind of trying to decide. And as always, man, we let you guys in on the decision. So if you have a preference on any of that stuff, leave some comments, man. Mm-hmm. Leave some stuff in the comments, what you would like to see, what you think as far as those directions and kind of how we do it. Also, we were talking about doing the live, having to do the live, whether we do it at night or in the mornings. I think we've kind of decided on mornings, just for the morning show kind of format and how we want to do everything. It's not always easier. Sometimes the content is better at night because you're more rested. You know what I mean? But at
the same time, sometimes the content's more new.
Exactly.
In the
I think topics, for the sake of you guys and being able to have the fresh topics out in the morning and then be able to work the rest of the day, create content the rest of the day after we're done with the cast, being able to chop up the rest of the videos, do all the tightening up behind the scenes, I think the morning makes most sense. But nonetheless, man, that's the direction we're kind of moving in. And a big shout out and shouts to you guys for coming through, man. I had a blast on the live. As far as your weekend goes, Dal, how was the weekend, man? Feeling better? Obviously, the sickness, the anxiety, we talked a little bit about that.
Right.
How are you feeling?
The anxiety still continues to be a struggle, unfortunately. But I will tell you this. I've been able to work out, aside from yesterday, because it was also football heavy, 4 days straight, man. So that seems to be, helping
4
quite
days
a bit.
in a row?
That's a record for myself, for sure,
right,
for many years. But yeah, man, there's some good things happening with that. But I think just trying to figure out a way to work on your breathing patterns, work on certain things to take your mind off of the anxiety and feeling that, kind of being more powerful than your mind, which is a real tough thing. I think that's kind of what I've been working on. Outside of that, I haven't had the stress of Robin here.
What do you mean?
Dude, she went on
the stress of Robin here.
Yeah. Sorry. Hey, you know what? She always put me to work and stuff, man. Great lady. But she actually decided to go on a little lady retreat, man.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, with one of her good friends, her yoga buddy, her kind of hiking buddy. They took a trip to Crested Butte, dude, which I'm very familiar with. Because did you know that was where the original X Games was held?
No.
When it first started?
No shit.
Crested Butte, then they moved it over to Aspen. Yeah,
Buttermilk,
man,
okay.
For sure.
Did you go to any of those X Games events while they were there?
Hell yeah, I did.
In Crested Butte?
Crested Butte is so sick, dude.
Do you have you been to the Aspen one as well?
I've been to the Aspen once.
Okay.
But I wasn't really able to watch any events. I was just kind of in the area of where it's held.
Okay, I was going to ask what you liked better. What was the
yeah.
comparison for you? But
yeah, it's tough
X
to compare
Games
on that.
wasn't what it was back then, what it is now.
Correct.
You know, so it's probably way more of a spectacle now, and that's why they probably had to move it out of Crested Butte, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Overgrew the thing.
Town. Yeah, it overgrew it, and the town probably just kicked it out of it. You know, because
Right.
it is a very, very like sleepy town. A lot of olds there. A lot of just like obviously there's a school close to there in Gunnison. But yeah, kind of a sleepy town. So I think it just outgrew it.
Was Crested Butte one of those places back in the day where they didn't allow snowboarding? You know how Aspen didn't allow snowboarding for a long time, dude? I feel like into the early 90s.
Taos was the same way.
Like there was no snowboarding.
Yeah, you had to go to Angel Fire
Right.
or Red River.
Right.
No, Gunnison was, Crested Butte was always cool.
Always. Okay.
From what I remember, at least.
So she's on a little retreat.
She's still up there currently.
Little
yeah.
vacay.
Yeah, for sure.
What's she doing?
I think they're just doing some hiking, you know, some of those eateries, you know, in these mountain towns, you know, you got all these little breweries and distilleries. I'm sure they're enjoying the hell out of themselves. They went to a pizza joint last night, and she was sending me like some pictures of it. I guess it was kind of a broke down pizza joint in the way of like a classless place in terms of, you know, Robin needs the fanciest or whatever. Dude, they were selling underwear with like eat enough pie and that kind of stuff slogans, you know, stamped on the underwear and the shirts. It was kind of a cool place. I actually wish I was there. Why won't she take me to places like that? Instead, we've got to go to 4 or 5 star restaurants,
right?
You know, and eat stuff that I can't pronounce.
Yeah,
it's the worst.
You kind of love it.
I'm starting to love it.
So now with you having a whole crib to yourself all weekend, obviously you were just watching games, or what were you doing all weekend?
Oh, watching games for sure.
Locked in.
Yeah.
Because I was locked in on college football. I was, this close to betting against Michigan over the weekend. I was like, dude, I'm going to go against Michigan just like I did on Wisconsin, and I didn't do it. I was like, man, they look good against Rutgers. Rutgers is obviously terrible, so I was like, let me lay off. Glad I did, because I would have bet against my boys. They pulled off the win, 10-3, I think it was.
Oh, really?
Terrible game. It looked great if you like defense, but no scoring. And I would have lost because I was going to take Iowa on the money line, and I was going to take them plus the points. Oh, wow. And they were only plus 4.5 by game time.
Gotcha.
They were 7.5, like if you got them early, but people in the public bought it down. So it was only like 4.5 by game time. Didn't take it. So that was big over the weekend. UFC, I didn't see UFC over the weekend. No, UFC 243.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm about to look at the card right now. I was heavy on WWE.
Yeah.
Over the weekend, so I was out on UFC. What happened? Who even fought?
Well, it was
Did
interesting.
you watch the fight?
Yeah, I did actually. Mueller and I, man, went to infamous Brick House.
Nice.
Again, dude.
Back, scene of the crime.
We are back.
Nice.
Yeah, no doubt. Scene of the crime. So I'll start it this way. First question I walked in, I said, hey, it's Tim here. You seen Tim?
Did you really?
I did.
Right away.
Dude.
On a Saturday night.
And it was fate. Because I'll tell you what happened. So they're like, Tim, do you mean the guy with the curly blonde hair, Tim? I'm like, yeah, the asshole Tim.
Oh, no.
You've seen him.
Were you drinking already?
I'd had a shot for the anxiety.
It's a little...
I had a shot for the anxiety.
Sounds like you went in there guns blazing.
I did a little bit.
Okay.
I went in there a little hot. You know what I'm saying? But they're like, well, I'll go ask the manager if he's here. Manager comes, talks to me. He's like, yeah, you're looking for Tim. I said, yeah, I am. And he says, okay. He says, well, the good news is I kind of know about your guys' situation, and we actually cut him about a half hour ago. So you're good to go. Enjoy your night.
No way.
Now, he wasn't cut because of me.
Right.
That's the whole fate in there.
That is hilarious.
And the manager was clowning on Tim, dog. God damn it, I wish Tim could watch this show.
What was the manager clowning about?
The manager was like, oh, yeah, I guess you had a hard time with him. And
was it a guy or girl manager?
A guy, yeah.
Okay.
Super cool, man.
Yeah.
He kind of looked like a prep, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Kind of button-up shirt, fancy gloss hair, you know, just
but nice.
Just pretty.
Nice guy, though.
But super nice to me.
Cool.
And, you know, I'm styled out, man. I was wearing some Yeezys. I was wearing some sick pants, some nice, you know, Supreme hoodie. This guy was in, and he was like, hey, man, I know you've had some problems with Tim. I get it, man. He's an asshole, too.
Whoa.
I get it.
How young was this guy?
He was probably our age.
Okay.
Probably middle, well, probably my age. Higher 30s.
Okay.
Somewhere in there. 35, 36. So yeah, man, we vibed a little bit, and all the waitresses, came over and hung with us. Dude, me and Mueller, we got the red carpet treatment.
That's tight.
I'm not going to lie.
That's tight. It's cool that he's like, yeah, hey, by the way, I know you've had some problems. We cut him already.
Yeah, we cut him already.
Don't even worry about it.
He's good to go.
Just like we talked about last time, that was the whole issue. If you missed that episode of the cast, we went there, and my man wouldn't turn the volume up out on the patio area when we were watching a UFC fight. The reason we came to your restaurant was because you showed the fight. And you couldn't turn the shit up on the patio because you said it was too loud for you. Why are you working there? If it's too loud for you, if you can't be in that environment, why are you there? So that was the whole issue.
Oh, yeah.
So if you missed it, just to catch you up, Dal and Mueller went back to the scene of the crime this weekend.
Sure did.
Went in there, said, where's my guy Tim?
Yeah.
Great news. Tim's gone.
Tim ain't here. We cut him half hour ago.
You guys are about to have a good night.
And I didn't know the cut terminology. Like, automatically in retail, when you cut somebody, you can cut somebody. We don't really use that terminology, at least where I came from.
Yeah, no.
It was like, hey, man, just get out of here.
Restaurants is cut.
But it's cut. So automatically I thought, oh, wait, you
terminated.
let him go?
Right when you said it, I thought terminated. Yeah, I was like, oh, shit, terminated.
And then the manager's like, no, we just cut him. He's done for the night. Okay, well, that's cool. So anyway, UFC fight card was great. Dude, our waitress actually handpicked us. It was the same waitress that we had that night when we had the issue with Tim. And she came up to me. She's like, I got you. I got your table.
Yeah, we had some fun.
We had some fun. We had some fun that night.
Exactly.
That night as well. And, man, here's the odd connection. This chick, and God bless, I can't remember her name, man, and I feel like an asshole. We built some good rapport. We've talked about kind of where we went to school. We've talked about families, that kind of stuff. And I forgot her name.
Get kicked off the cast.
This is the worst. I forgot her name. But, dude, here's the connection.
We built some rapport. Okay.
Thomas from Ascent Eyes hired her. And she is now the big dog over there in terms of, like, his biggest salesperson.
Oh.
Dude, she's selling Gucci, Fendi, I don't even know all these different
Shout out to
brands.
my man Thomas at Ascent Eyes. You got your boy laced with these nice Cartiers here.
You bet.
With the super sick lenses in that bitch.
So she was telling me about all the Broncos players that come in there and all the NFL players that she gets to assist. And
Thomas the franchise,
Yeah, Thomas the franchise, yeah. She actually said Thomas the disenfranchised, I think is what she said. But she's like, I said, man, hey, talk to your boy Thomas. I said, if you're the best salesman over there, here's what we need. We need Thomas, because I know he's making about 99.9% of the decisions over at Ascent Eyes.
Yeah.
We need a sponsorship.
Dude, we do.
What are we going to do about this?
And
she's like, really? Have you talked to him? I said, yeah, we've talked to him a little bit. And she's like, don't worry. I'll get it covered this week.
Oh.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what's coming our way.
Let's go.
But the two of them, about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago when I was moving my mom into her new place, they both FaceTimed me, stating that, hey, I brought her on. Because she had talked about us at the restaurant.
That's why he asked if you were trying to FaceTime. I forgot to ask you about that.
It's such a crazy connection.
What?
It's a small world out there, my friend. There's no doubt about
it. And dude, we already know the world is all about connections. All about connections. We are just two guys we live in the middle of the damn country. Yeah. This place gets no shoes. We get no hype. There's nothing like that. We just decided to start a show and people happen to fuck with it.
Yeah.
And everything that this show has really built has been connections. It's been people we know that have ooped us shit, sent us stuff, helped us get product going, help us meet the right people to put in positions. Like, it's all connections.
Right.
All connections, dude. If we're in LA, this show is 10 times bigger than it is already.
For sure.
If we're on the East Coast, if we're in Chicago, we're in an area where we can walk down and use Sneaker Pass and get everything like everybody else. This show is a lot bigger.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because we have the products to get people to come to the show. And once they come to the show, we know what you guys already know. The show's ridiculous.
Ready to go.
The show's entertaining. Once you locked into the show, you don't leave the show. You're just in the show. You like the show. You enjoy the show. So I get it. Everyone uses the show in different ways. And I think them coming on would be phenomenal.
That'd be fire.
That'd be great for the show.
I even told her, I was like, Thomas has sat in on the show once, right? She's like, really? I said, yeah. He was burning franchise's glasses as we were doing the show, trying to get them fitted.
That's
and
right.
She's like, oh, that's crazy. I am definitely having some words with him.
That's right, dude. And I need to, I still have those Gucci's. Gosh, my girl loves them. She's like, wear them. She tells me to wear them all the time.
Like the Ray-Ban looking frame kind of thing?
Nope. They look like your boy from Unbox Therapy. Remember the early days? The early days of your boy from Unbox Therapy, Lou. the clear. They're almost like a clear frame, and then they have clear lenses in them too. They're almost like that clear.
Sick.
I don't know, but I have a Gucci pair. I just don't wear them. I try. I don't feel like I look great in them. My girl, for some reason, loves them, tells me to wear them. I'm like, man, they're not my style. This is my style.
Huh.
I don't think they're my style.
Bring them to the cast. Let me put them on.
You want to wear them? You might have to get them off me.
I'll just do it for the cast. That's all.
Well, that's the thing. I need to hit up Thomas. That's where I was going. I need to hit him up and see if we can. I'm gonna sell them back to him.
Some store credit.
Change them out. Yeah, just get something I'm gonna wear because I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know how they wear. I am getting the wear out of them that I should.
Interesting.
Especially their expensive Gucci frames and lenses just sitting there.
Are you hearing any like clipping in your headphones by chance?
No.
Okay, I am. Maybe
You're
it's my
hearing
headphones.
you're hearing some clipping.
I had some static earlier. Remember, dude?
Tell that story real quick,
dude. So
NBS the pillow.
yeah, so somebody said there was a glare from this pillow
Yes.
that was hitting my face. So I was like, well, I can fix that real quick. Let me undead stock this pillow here.
Yeah.
So I took the cellophane wrapper or whatever.
Just plastic.
Plastic wrapper, whatever it is.
Cellophane?
Cellophane.
So extra.
What is cellophane?
So extra.
I don't know. You cover your food with cellophane?
I don't think so.
Cellophane wrapper.
I don't think that. I think you cover your food with ceramic wrap.
Ceramic wrap.
Wait,
That's the layman term.
yeah, cellophane. I think you cover it with plastic wrap. Cellophane.
Well, now I got to know. Cellophane is a thin, transparent sheet made of regenerated cellulose.
See, I don't know if there was any cellulose on
I
that.
think that was
I don't know if that was regenerated cellulose.
that was a plastic wrap. So when I took that pillow out, I had my headphones on, I had
All of us
everything
did,
ready to
yeah.
go, dude, and we got static clipped hard. Like I feel like the hair in the inside of my ears all gone.
Yeah, my shit was burned off.
Roasted.
Mine was too.
The good thing is it doesn't smell like
But
burnt
how
hair in here.
It created like this crazy static charge that
Yeah.
went through the headphones, and it literally almost blew them out of my ears.
Yeah.
Because it hurt so bad. I was like, ah.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell?
Now
And
I'm
then
hearing
you ripped
clipping.
your-
Now my headphones I think are busted.
See, mine aren't clipping at all.
That's cool.
I don't. And the good news is I'm looking at the audio right now. It's not coming across on the audio.
Good. I'm just looking out for our
So
people.
are you hearing clipping?
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it was in this one, not this one, which I find to believe that it's probably the
That
headphones.
sucks, dude.
Yeah.
If that just jacked your headphones.
Yeah, these are $300 headphones. These are those V-Moda crossfades, dog. These are
Dude.
kind of nice. I'll go back to my $100
That would
earbuds, I guess.
suck.
So, hey, let's get back to the UFC fight card.
Yeah, tell me
So,
about that.
it was UFC.
I wasn't even tuned in. Now I'm looking at the card. Robert Whitaker
Yeah, dude. Off of
in the main event.
Dude, off of about a year and a half, dude, just from injury, like from knee and all kinds of different things. Dude, he hasn't been in the ring for about a year and a half. So
Yeah.
it was great to see him back. That is one of Mueller and I's favorite, dude. And we were pumped to see him because, dude, he's still young. He's only 28 years old. Okay, so he still has some good time. But here's what's interesting about this. So Robert Whitaker obviously held the belt of the middleweight, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then you have Israel Adesanya, who actually fought him and actually won by TKO. Israel was actually holding kind of the interim belt because Whitaker was hurt for so long. He was out, like I said, for about a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So with this fight, it was kind of the pinnacle of who actually deserves this belt. And Adesanya actually won. Dude, he clipped Robert Whitaker and just caught him. And
Second round?
Let's see. It was round 2. Yep. At 3:33, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a crazy fight. What we know about Adesanya is, dude, there was so much hype. I mean, there has been at least 8 months of hype, arguably, for this fight because Whitaker's been out for so long. Adesanya has this kind of interim belt because he had nobody else. He couldn't fight the champion. So much hype behind this one. But man, Adesanya, dude, has such a crazy style. He kind of is reminiscent of like John Bones Jones early in his career. You just never know what to expect, right? He's got kind of this like long arm, wobbly, like lanky, skinny persona, and you just don't know what's coming, man. I mean, kicks come out of nowhere, punches come out of nowhere. He just has a crazy style, and he's so entertaining. That's why they call him, I believe, the style bender, I think is his nickname.
Style bender.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
He's a wild man out there. So that was a great fight. Obviously, Adesanya won that. He is the middleweight champion of the world. And then the lightweight, which was the co-main, right before that was Dan Hooker versus Al La Quinta. Dude, Alaquinta is such a hyped fighter, man. He is so good. And Alaquinta is cool because you can call him out of the blue. It was funny. Dan Hooker actually, after his last fight before this one, he actually called out Alaquinta via social media. And Alaquinta says, what? His homie hit him up and says, what was this?
Mm-hmm.
And he immediately calls the matchmakers and says, get this match. I'm ready to go. So he kind of reminds me of Forrest Whitaker. Forrest Whitaker used to do that. He used to wake up off of people's couches and ready to fight.
The tight shit is you said Forrest Whitaker.
Or not Forrest Whitaker, sorry, the actor. Forrest Griffin, my bad.
But who is Forrest Whitaker?
Forrest Whitaker is the black actor, right?
Let me look.
Whitaker?
You know what's hilarious about this is we're talking about the fight
Dallasms.
between Robert Whitaker. And so I think you did a little
Maybe I
mashup
did.
there. You mashed up. There he is. Okay, I had to Google my man Forrest Whitaker.
Is he
to
the
see
one
who
with the
hell he
weird eye?
was.
Yeah.
The lazy
Dude,
eye?
He was on the Breakfast Club, and Charlemagne was like, "So is that some type of condition?" Or he's
Oh,
like, so when I
no.
wake up in the morning, my eyes got it like that too. And he's just like,
No. Oh
What?
shit.
Charlemagne
God.
throwing shots.
Sav.
But,
Who's going after? This guy was born in 1961.
Yeah, no doubt.
Forrest
Poor guy.
Stephen Whitaker. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
So-
Forrest Griffin. Yeah,
Yeah,
same
so
way.
Forrest Griffin, same
He
way.
would just kind of go. Cerrone.
Yeah.
Cerrone's like that.
Wake up, cool. Give me a call. I'm
Yeah,
ready to go.
Give me a call. I'm jumping.
Alaquinta's the same way, and he is super sick fighter. But Dan Hooker, I mean, dude, it was a unanimous decision, obviously. Went all 3 rounds. Dan Hooker, he controlled the match. He had such a reach advantage in this match. Alaquinta couldn't do anything, dude, with his reach. Dan Hooker he was the aggressor. He had the reach advantage. The kicks, dude, he was kicking Alaquinta's legs, dude, so hard. You could hear the snaps because I could actually hear the UFC fight at the bar, which was awesome.
Right.
Really cool.
Did you win any money from Mueller?
I didn't bet anything with
Oh,
him.
you guys didn't bet?
No.
That's another reason I'm looking at the card. It's kind of a low-key card.
Right.
Like, it's not like I'm looking through the card. I mean, unless you're a diehard MMA fan, it's not a lot of names that really jump out at you for the novice MMA guy like myself.
Sure.
You know, like I said, I was heavy on WWE over the weekend.
Yeah.
Did you catch any of that?
I didn't, man. I saw so on Friday night.
The UFC on Fox. Obviously, they're pulling out all the stops.
Yeah.
UFC on Fox.
Or UFC on Fox.
I'm
You mean,
saying WWE on
there you
Fox.
go.
I'm sorry. WWE on Fox, they're pulling out all the stops. They had The Rock. They had Stone Cold Steve Austin. They brought out Cain Velasquez at the end with Brock Lesnar there. I mean, they moved Michael Cole and Corey Graves, the A team, the A announced team, from Monday Night Raw, which has been the A show for the history of WWE. Monday Night Raw is Vince's baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first live TV program he created. It's the longest running live episodic television show in TV history.
Wow.
That is Monday Night Raw. For them to uproot that and just, I don't want to say dismantle the show, but make huge changes to not only the commentary team. Michael Cole's been the Raw commentary guy since he got the job a couple decades ago. And now you move it all to Fox. You move everyone over to Fox. You can tell Vince really, the ratings are very important to what's going on at Fox. I think the Monday night product is probably going to suffer because we've seen this before with the two brands. It dilutes. If you have Brock Lesnar and you have the A-team and you have everyone over on Raw,
Right.
SmackDown just doesn't get as much love. Now it's kind of the roles are reversed. SmackDown's getting all that love. Raw is probably not going to get that much love. And what did you think of Cain Velasquez? Did you see Cain kind of coming out
I did, man. And
to challenge Brock Lesnar in WWE? How weird was that?
It was weird, man. Seeing him walk out, and then obviously his brown pride tattoo that we all that I know from the UFC. Man, seeing that just like burned into my retinas. It was interesting. So I was like, I was confused because I'm used to UFC, but I have to put on this like wrestling cap all of a sudden. But it was really weird how Brock Lesnar was made to be like scared out of his pants. I don't understand that whole regime and why that is. So I was going to ask you, like, why did they make Brock look like a pussy? I don't really get it.
That's wrestling.
Is that a storyline?
Yeah, that's wrestling since the beginning of time. So the reason people, I guess that's combat sports.
Okay.
There's more money in the get back. There's more money in seeing the bad guy get his ass kicked? Why does Floyd Mayweather's fights, why do they sell so well? Because everyone wants to see Floyd lose. It's not because everyone is thinking, I know a lot of people think Floyd's the greatest boxer pound for pound ever.
Sure.
Some people just say he's the greatest defensive fighter. Some people don't think he is at all. Whether he is or isn't, he generates the most money in boxing these days because he's undefeated and people want to see him lose. Brock Lesnar is that same badass who just goes in there, destroys everyone, and people want to see who can stop him, kind of. You know, so Vince knows that.
He destroys people like almost like scarily. Like
In a
you think
real
somebody's going to get hurt?
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
It's
the way he throws people and his power.
Dude, on Monday night, this is how the whole thing happened. If you get a chance to look this shit up, on Monday night, he came out and he had a feud with Rey Mysterio Jr. Do you know who that is?
I know
little
of him,
Mexican
yeah.
Rey Mysterio Jr. I mean, the guy's, I don't even know if he weighs $140, dude.
Does
like,
he still wear
tiny.
the mask? He had a time
Still
where
wears
he
the mask,
did,
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
where he didn't. Correct?
Yep, he wears the mask. It's big to the luchador heritage.
Yep.
So his son Dominic's sitting in the front row, and obviously it's part of storyline that Brock Lesnar is going to attack Rey Mysterio, and then he's going to attack Dominic on Monday night. Dude, he rips Rey Mysterio's son out of the front row with some violence like I've never seen.
Oof.
He rips him out of the front row, flips him over the barricade. He slams down hard on the outside of the ring, lifts him up, and then runs him into the post, and then power slams him on the outside of the ring hard, dude. And this kid's, I don't even think this kid's 18. You know, he might be 15, 16.
What?
So it's all part of storyline, but like you said, it's like the guy gets a little out of control. Like Brock Lesnar, dude, he gets a little crazy. So as people see that, everyone wants, you know, he beat up Rey Mysterio, longtime fan favorite, beat up Rey Mysterio's son. So a lot of people want to see him get his ass kicked.
Sure.
That's where the money's at. And now you bring in Cain Velasquez, you kind of make Brock have fear in his eyes, and now that makes people want to continue to watch. It's like, oh shit, this is actually someone he's scared of. This is actually someone that can compete with him. This is actually someone that's beat him in the real world. In UFC, Cain Velasquez beat Brock Lesnar. So it's obviously it's storyline, but it's all very close-knit storyline. They're doing it that way for a reason.
Gotcha.
That's why they made Brock look like that. I saw a little bit of that on social media. People not understanding why you make the UFC guy look tougher than the WWE guy. It's nothing to do with that.
Gotcha.
It's the fact that you want to sell tickets. And how do you sell tickets? You make the guy that everyone wants to see get his ass beat. You bring someone in that can actually beat his ass. That sells tickets, right?
Yeah.
So that's just Vince. That's smart marketing and branding. That's to answer your question in a long form.
Gotcha.
Way.
I was super pumped to also see The Rock bringing back the People's Elbow.
Yeah, that was cool.
I was super pumped to see
that.
that.
Was cool.
He
I
still looks
I
good.
always love The Rock, dude.
Yeah.
I always love The Rock. I thought the back and forth with Becky Lynch and Baron Corbin, a lot of good burns in there.
That was good.
A lot of good roasts. I thought that was funny. I didn't like I thought the show kind of drug on a little bit in the middle, and then I kind of think they picked it up at the end. For me, the only thing that bothered me about the Kane spot, I would have liked to see Kane be in a little bit better shape, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know that he was out of shape, but he just didn't look like he was in shape. And I know, like we talked about those heavyweights.
That's,
kinda
he's looked like
tough,
that for
but-
a long time in the UFC. He looks a little skinnier than what I remember him in the UFC, and maybe that's for a reason I'm not for sure. But, the pecs are a little soft, and his body he doesn't look like the quintessential, wrestler.
Here's what I would have liked. I would have either liked him to come out with no shirt, in some gear, ready to have it beat Brock Lesnar's ass in wrestling gear or MMA gear, or I would have rather him just walked out in street clothes. I hated that they did a mix of both. I hated that he came out with no shirt on and then jeans and then a knee brace over his jeans. Nothing screams more that he's about to get in there and rumble around with Brock a little bit than I have a knee brace on. It took away the moment for me a little bit. It took away a little bit of I don't like to look at things that allude to what's going to happen. I don't want any foreshadowing. I'm watching the show. Let me see what's going to happen in the next minute and a half, 2 minutes. Don't do something that makes me think, damn it, this is going to happen. I don't want the curtain peeled back like that.
Sure.
So I saw once he had the knee brace on, I was like, man, the guy's got a bad knee, or not necessarily a bad knee, but there's it could pop out on him, whatever. So he's probably going to rumble around a little. He doesn't have the knee brace on to go stand there with Brock.
Right.
So I hated that. Because it's like either put them all in wrestling gear with the knee brace on, or his MMA gear, or put them all in street clothes.
Right.
But
doesn't he have his own merch yet? Is he official athlete?
That
of,
was the first
WWE?
I've heard of him being.
Okay.
So I assume he's signing I guess we'll find out more.
Yeah.
I don't know. Another thing that happened: Tyson Fury was there on Friday Night at Fox. You see that?
Oh, was he?
He went face to
That's
face.
sick.
Braun Strowman was out there. Have you ever seen Braun Strowman?
Yes, I do know Braun
So Braun Strowman, huge, massive man, dude. And, Fury, massive man.
Yeah.
Dude, Strowman standing next to Fury, them going face to face. Tyson Fury looked tiny, guy.
Really?
Braun Strowman was making that guy look like a kid. Huh. And Tyson Fury's going to be at Raw tonight, Monday Night Raw. Go face to face with Braun Strowman.
Really?
So that's another. That's. I'm actually interested in that. That's the number one thing I'm interested in tonight, because I don't think the Fox stuff, you're not going to really get that. Or I'm sorry, the Brock Lesnar stuff. I don't think you're going to get some finality of that until Friday night. They're going to make you wait.
Yeah.
But tonight with the Tyson Fury thing, they're bringing him in, Braun Strowman. So I think that could be interesting, along with the Browns-Niners. I'm in on the Browns-Niners tonight too.
I'm locked in -3.5 on the 49ers.
We'll get to heaters in a second.
Yes, we will.
But just to wrap up all the wrestling stuff, I thought the Friday night on Fox was cool. I thought it could have been done a little better. I hate that they have to continue to bring back Hulk Hogan and all these nostalgic stars that don't even wrestle just to try to get ratings. It always, I don't know, makes me feel weird. And then Hell in the Cell was absolutely terrible last night.
Was it?
Terrible. One of the worst, actually the worst WWE pay-per-view I've seen this year, and it might be the worst I've seen in the past 5 years. I thought it was terrible, and I won't even get into it.
Gotcha.
We've done enough wrestling on the show today. But, it was bad, dude. I think anyone that watches wrestling would agree. It wasn't good. You have a Hell in a Cell match, and there was a DQ at the end of the match. How are you going to have a disqualification in Hell in the Cell, which is the reason the Hell in the Cell is there, so it's no DQ. There should be nothing you could ever do that would get you DQ'd. If we saw Mankind get thrown off the top of the fucking cell through a table, and I thought the guy was dead, then he went back, got medical attention, and came back out and continued the match, and the match didn't get stopped, what are we stopping the match for last night?
I actually watched that one. That was so dangerous. I loved it.
I'm so annoyed, dog. That's why we've got to move on. Because the people that don't care about wrestling aren't going to get it, and I'm overly passionate. I'm so annoyed, dog. If a guy almost dies getting thrown off the top and we don't stop the match, why are we stopping the match for a guy banging a sledgehammer into a chair, into a ladder, into a toolbox, into someone's face?
Makes no sense.
I'd be better off hitting you with the sledgehammer dead in the face. That would make me be like, oh, we got to stop the match. Guy's cranium's cracked. To bang it into a toolbox, into a ladder, into a chair, then into his face, it's not really that good.
If I ever fight you, I'm bringing a Rode microphone stand to the fight.
Did you see? Oh, my. I can't even show. It's not going to show up on camera. I got bodied.
Yeah, if I ever fight you, I'm bringing one of those.
Your boy got buckled this morning. We were trying to switch this. If you've noticed in studio, you're watching on YouTube, we moved the mic stand around. Jalal, the producer, was not happy with the setup. And he's like, guys, this is looking like shit. This is dragging the show down. I mean, this is why, if we continue like this, the show's going to be in the toilet. The show's not going to go anywhere. Forget the momentum of the live. We've got to move the stand now, or this is not going to go.
Priorities, man.
So I was like, all right, I get it. Let's move the stand. He's like, it's in the shot. It's bugging. I'm like, all right, it's going to take a second for me to get used to on this side, but let's move it. I'm trying to help him move it, and this thing gives me a vicious pinch on the pinky and nail. Right, I get caught in here, and as it's laying out, it's just getting tighter, and you can see it on my face that something's wrong, but I can't even get the words out, so I have to calmly unpinch the thing from my hand, pull my hand out slowly, and then scream, afterwards, because in the moment, something's wrong. But you ever had that happen? Like you're getting your foot run over by a car, you're getting pinched by something, you get your hand caught in something, you just can't get the words out, your hand's caught in the door. Have you ever had the door closed on your hand?
Oh, the worst.
Guy.
It's like complete shock.
It's exactly what that was. No less than 5 minutes later, it happened again. Worse. With this mic stand. It pinched me. That is bad.
Well,
that's a serious blood blister there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it
You
in
might
front
have
of Dal's camera.
You might have to drain that one. I don't know what to do about that.
Do you want me to switch to that?
Yeah, can you switch it? Switch it. Oh, look at it. Hold up.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
That is a serious blood blister. That thing pinched the shit out of me, dude.
Did you have the...
it hurts like a mug right now.
Did you have the Bare Naked Ladies queued up?
Which, pinch me. Nice one. Nice one. I should have. Actually, you should have had me cue that up before the show.
Well, I didn't know you were going to pinch yourself, and then we kind of went into the show. That was like a last-minute detail.
Let's move into Cream. Ginger Baker.
Yes.
Passing away over the weekend. Were you a big Cream guy?
Huge Cream guy, dude. My dad and I, we spun vinyl.
Pause. All right, continue.
My dad and I, we spun vinyl, dude, so much when I was growing up as a kid, man. And the Cream and like the Doors, like Jim Morrison, the Morrison Hotel. record. Dude, these two records are like just burned into my head, dude, of just what great is.
Yeah.
He was a big Clapton guy, so of course, you know, Cream was made up of a guy by the name of Ginger Baker, who just passed yesterday, 80 years old, Eric Clapton, and then Jack Bruce. Jack Bruce was the bass and sung. Eric Clapton sung, played guitars, and then Ginger Baker was the drummer.
I think that's I think a lot of people that know Eric Clapton don't know that he was a part of Cream.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people just think Eric Clapton just came along and was a solo act, especially younger people.
Well, I don't blame him because,
Right.
because dude, Clapton is one of those guys who played with so many genres. Obviously, rhythm and blues, classic rock. Dude, do you remember when he went and did like reggae?
Yeah.
He took retreats, dude,
Yep.
and came back and made reggae albums. This guy was just awesome, right? But getting back to Ginger Baker, man, I did a little research on Ginger Baker, and arguably the best or the second best drummer of all time in most people's eyes, right? You have John Bonham, who was the drummer of Zeppelin.
Gone way too soon.
Way too soon. But Ginger Baker arguably is right up there. Keith Moon is probably in that top 3 with The Who. And again, all of them now gone, unfortunately. But Ginger Baker, man, I guess he was a crazy man. So he was a fighter. So, you know, his dad was in the armed service, and his dad, before he passed away, his dad left him with this knowledge of like, hey, Ginger, I'm going to tell you, you don't have a lot of tools in this life, but you got 2 hands and you got 2 fists, and you do something with those. You know? So he was a fighter, man.
Gotcha.
And he was, you know, he kind of reminds me of like the Sex Pistols, right? The Sex Pistols, they were just a crazy UK punk band, right?
Yes.
Just did whatever they wanted, did weird antics, had weird stage things, were very political, against the Queen, all this stuff. Ginger Baker was right up there, dude. He was very, very political. He said what he wanted to say. He didn't give a shit about anything. He didn't give a care about what anybody thought. There's a crazy documentary that is out that I think all of you guys should read, and it is. Let me find it here,
dude. Roselli, I was I was talking to him yesterday, and he was telling me, he's like, dude, Ginger Baker was a wild man. Like even into his late days, he was crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
And the Cream actually had to they reunited. They did I don't know if it was like, I don't know, sometime within the past 10 years, they did like a little, they reunited to do a tour to generate some money for him because he was such a crazy man.
Yep.
And I don't know if he went broke or he had health issues or what happened, but they were doing a tour to literally just give him money to try to help him out.
Yeah, dude. There was this one time in his earlier days when Cream and everything was still making a lot of money, he bought like 42 of these crazy horses that were imported directly from like some ungodly place.
Wow.
They were like these magical, mystical horses. And then he like sent them somewhere and then like just wanted to own them. And dude, it was like millions and millions of dollars that he just
for
wasted for no
right.
reason. And then he like smoker, dude. He was smoking 3 packs a day at one time, up until he was 70, dude,
Dog,
which was just 10 years ago.
Right.
Which is what they think actually probably killed him eventually.
That's a pretty good life, bro. You make it to 80 and you're smoking
3 packs a day
until 70. That's great genetics, dude.
So there is a documentary. It's called Beware of Mr. Baker. So I watched about 20 minutes into this, and what it is it's all these well-known artists like Eric Clapton, Steve Winwood, Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols, and they're actually they were in a band together called Blind Faith.
No shit.
I believe. Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Check those guys out too.
Going deep cuts.
For sure, man. But dude, Lars Ulrich, Carlos Santana, all of these great artists, dude. If you're a classic rock guy, dude, have so many spots talking about this guy, Ginger Baker, and sharing stories and just how wild he was. So, man, if anybody's interested in this, man, beware of Mr. Baker. Super sick documentary. The guy
Dude, I got to check that out.
Dude, the guy who's doing the documentary, like, it starts off with Ginger Baker punching him in the face with his cane.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to kick you off my property.
When, how long ago? How long ago did this come out? You know?
Let's see here. I think it came out in 2000.
I got to check that
2012.
out. I got to. Oh, I got to check that out.
You got to
that pretty much will give 2012. That pretty much gives you everything.
Yeah.
Everything from what they did in music to their life.
Yeah.
You know.
And he's still in it, walking around because his last 2 years, so 2017, 2018 have been brutal, like with his health.
Yeah.
So he hasn't been seen. You know, family. You know, just kind of almost hit him,
Yeah.
so to speak. So 2012, dude, it captures him, and it really shows a lot of his drumming in there. So it goes back to clips of him drumming for Cream and some of these other things that he did, and just having these artists share their stories, super impactful, man.
That's cool,
It's
dude.
very cool.
I didn't know anything about Blind Faith.
Yeah.
Blind Faith were an English supergroup
You bet.
featuring Steve Winwood,
Yeah.
Eric Clapton, Ginger Baker,
Yep.
and Rick Greck.
Dude, that's my deep track for you
Holy
there.
shit. Active in mostly 1969. No wonder I never heard of them.
Dude, you remember what Steve
They were
Winwood...
only around for like a few
Right.
years.
Do you remember Steve Winwood's biggest hit?
Oh, Higher Love, guy.
Think about it.
Is it Higher Love?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Higher Love. This jam right here, Dal. Oh, no, I guess. Is this the jam you learned to play on guitar?
Nope.
What is it? The
Sunshine of Your Love.
the one we opened the show with.
Yeah, man.
Did you? I see a guitar here in the corner.
I brought the guitar just to prove it to you that I used to play that. I don't play guitar
Can
regularly.
you just rip down a few chords for the listeners here on the show?
Yeah, I guess I could.
Let me here. Let me
It's not even tuned.
Let
I
me
don't.
get this really quick. Let me put this down.
This is the one.
If I don't hear this coming out of that guitar in 10 seconds, I'm going to be disappointed.
All right, let's see if I can strum that real quick here. Don't
right.
don't laugh.
I'm pausing it. I'm putting it on hold. We're bookmarking that. And now we're going to hear Dal live. I didn't even know you played like that. I knew you played drums because I played drums as well.
Well, the only reason I still remember the song, it was like the second song that I learned. I think the
Smoke
first
on
one,
Water.
The first one was Smoke on the
Gotta
Water.
be Smoke
yeah.
on the Water. Who the
Some-
heck's first song wasn't Smoke on the Water?
Yeah.
Who just picked up and was like, yeah, I learned Wonderwall. Like, no, it's Smoke on the Water.
Yeah, or Teen Spirit. Teen Spirit was,
That was
as we were growing up, that was probably
classic.
a pretty easy one. But yeah, let's see. Let me see if I can get this one rocking here for you here.
Oh, Dal. Bring it.
I'll just play like literally 5 seconds. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy.
No, I want to hear you rip it down, Dal. We're the audience is ready to go here.
They expect it.
They're excited. Hey! Yeah! All right.
Yeah.
Dal, let's go. I got to give you some shots. Nice. I know. I was like, why the hell did Dal bring in this guitar today? And then you just come in the studio, you're like, dude, check it out, man. It's the first song I learned to play. Queen. I was like, oh, sick. We got to get that going on the cast. No way, dude. I'm taking it back out to the car, man. I didn't say I was going to do it on the cast. What? What do you mean? Why would you bring that here? I just wanted to show you, dude. I'm like, Dal, no, everything is content.
Yeah, you're
All right,
right.
cool,
You're
man.
right. Hey, it's the least I could do, man, on the passing of Ginger Baker.
That was fire, Dal. Great job.
Thank
Great
you, bro.
job.
Hey, for that, then, let's see here. Can we keep this going?
Dude, I need to get a drum roll sound effect so we can so I can get you on the shots.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I think you need to take the shot this time.
Is it me? All right, hold up. Let me start this music.
Might watch your little Red Bull there.
Let me get this back going. Oh yeah, Red Bull on the other end. All right. From we're going from deep range here. Long distance.
Deep range Duncan.
We're call me MCI because I'm dialing long distance. I didn't even hit the rim. God damn.
Coming off hot.
Sick ass joke.
Yeah.
Badass shot.
Call me MCI.
Because I'm dialing long distance.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, it didn't go very well for me.
Call me We Had a Baby, It's a Boy.
Dude, give me that back right now. I'm so pissed.
Yeah, I hope you can redeem yourself.
I
here.
need to because I'm never doing a finger roll again. Every
You know
time
what?
I try to finger roll,
I think
it's
your
bad news.
heaters will actually redeem you.
Heaters.
Yeah, man.
All right, you got a
Not
little
bad.
Little bit better.
You got some.
job.
You got some rim action on that.
Little rim job. Whoa, ha. Whoa.
Coming from the side, where actually I heard a comment. Jalal's voice is very soothing.
Oh, in the YouTube comments, I know.
Yeah,
Do we have? Are we doing comments today?
I think we got to.
Are we doing the?
It didn't show the live comments on there.
Oh, it didn't.
So-
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So we can just go
It's
through.
all
And,
separate.
Yeah,
so
we'll just do the regular comments. But yeah, I think that was on the live comments.
well, before we jump into On This Day in History, we'll kind of finish up the show open, dude. I am so sore, bro. Working out. You talked about you hitting the gym with the anxiety and stuff.
4 days straight.
So have you been sore? Like when you got back, like, dude, because if not, you've not been doing it correctly.
Yeah.
I remember I just been told you I started ramping up. I just started running.
Yeah.
Right. That's all. So I started running. I've been doing that for about a couple weeks, running consistently in a routine, probably 5 days a week running, about 2.5, 3 mile runs, doing it, killing it. Oh, bro. My girl starts getting me on this, like some, not necessarily weight training, but like doing some shit with the running. So now I go do the run, and then, dude, I come home. She got this medicine ball
Nice.
Bro, feet up on the ball, crunches all crazy, bringing the ball in with your feet, boosting, tightening up your butt, tightening up your core. Doing that stuff. 10-pound weights with the 10-pound weights going down, doing push-ups on the weights, and then doing rows in between. Dude, stuff that I haven't done. I haven't done any lifting. It's been a solid half decade since I've done any lifting, besides lifting this to my mouth.
True.
I haven't done any lifting. There's not been a bunch going on.
Right.
So yesterday, it was insane. Dude, just trying to reach and put something up on top of the fridge. I was like, ugh. I felt like I got shot, dude. It was hurting that bad. And then today, I woke up, I was like, babe, I think I'm worse today.
Yeah?
I think I might be even worse. Trying to put my socks on, I'm like, oh man.
So was the second day.
And
the second day is worse.
Well, and I took yesterday off. So tell me, as fitness guys, should I hit it again today or should I wait one more day?
It doesn't hurt to get that lactic acid is what's causing
Oh, dude, I'm
what's
sore,
causing
bro.
it.
I'm so sore under the arms, the ribs, the obliques, the abs.
Yeah, so
Bro,
I would
dying.
mix up. You don't want to keep working those same areas over and over. You need time for that muscle to break and then rebuild. And get that lactic acid out. But me, I would flush it with water. But I would
Flush it with water.
Yeah, just the toxins from all that
I've been
lactic.
drinking
yeah,
water.
just make sure you're drinking a lot of water.
Oh,
Flush that lactic acid out of there. But again, for me, man, I stick to a regimen. Well, I started a regimen finally. What am I talking about? I'm an expert here.
I know.
I go 4 times in a row. I'm an expert.
This is where we need to be live. We need the chat.
Yeah, no doubt. Jeez. For me, you want to make sure that you're working multiple muscles. You're not working the same over and over and over. You got to give those muscles time to break down and then obviously rebuild.
Yeah, if you're still sore, I wouldn't go back and hit the same thing. But it's all about frequency. As soon as you are not sore anymore, go back and hit it again. And, keep building.
Yeah,
man.
I need to get the Blackstone Labs promo code, dude. I got to reach out to those
what are we
guys
doing?
today.
People been hitting me
I know.
up.
People been hitting me too. Like, yo, you got something from Blackstone Labs? I'm like, yo, we're working on it. I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna get that for you guys. But
Josh needs to get a hold of us.
I just want to let you know you ain't the only one doing some fitness.
Hey man, I appreciate you.
Okay, I'm doing some fitness.
At least you don't have anxiety. I'll tell you what, dude, this is one of the worst things I've dealt with. I had the butt issues with the digestion stuff. I would much rather have those back. Anxiety.
Did you have this at T-Mobile? Did
No.
you have this kind of
No.
anxiety?
I'm about to go get a 9-to-5 job.
That's so the anxiety.
Dude, it's coming deep from that, I think. As I started thinking, dude.
Not having a
actually-
structure, really.
Dude, I started writing stuff down.
Oh yeah.
And I took a picture of how I was kind of scheduling events.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if the camera can see that, but
Your camera maybe tilt it down a little bit, tilt it forward. There you go.
A little hot.
There you go.
There you go, a little bit.
Anyway,
but
bunch of
nobody
stuff
doesn't
written
need
up
to
on
read
top.
it. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to, somebody mentioned journal. I don't know if that was you or if that was somebody on the live cast. I'm kind of writing things down, writing feelings down, writing things that I'm afraid of. When I'm not as creative as you guys are, and this is just my opinion. I mean, whether it's right or wrong is arguable, but I don't really have that creativity going quite yet. I haven't tapped into that quite yet. So it's I'm starting to think what do I offer the cast? What can I do for the cast?
Oh man.
So I'm starting
second guessing and stuff.
Not really second guessing, but just questioning why I made this decision, if it's the right decision, if I do need structure versus creating my own structure. I wrote something kind of interesting here. Let me see if I can find it here, man. A lot of these were questions that I wrote because there's a lot of question marks after these, but I said, am I better at following processes versus creating processes? My God, dude, I thought about that all weekend. And really, what does that mean? And what it comes down to is all I've been is a follower, even though I've been a leader amongst my peers,
in the workplace,
amongst
right.
my reps, amongst my store.
You're following structure.
I'm still following structure. So at the end of the day, God, I can't tell you how long it's been since I created structure. Of course, we ran a clothing company with my bud Jev, and we had to create a lot of structure with that. But of course, it didn't get very big, right? Because we just were selling to homies and friends and family, and we didn't have a social media platform. Didn't have any of that, right?
Well, you didn't. Neither of you really took the steps and
Correct.
put yourselves in the position to try to make it full time and make it.
Because we had
Exactly.
what we had with T-Mobile
Because you were
at
you
that
were
time.
you
We
were
didn't have
saying
to.
here's what you were doing. You were kind of putting some eggs in the basket and like, hey, if it takes off, great, man.
Right.
If this balloon starts to sail, we'll jump in the basket and see where it takes us.
Right.
But you weren't trying to make that happen.
Not at all.
You weren't expecting that to happen. You were just kind of going along.
It would be cool. It
Right.
would be nice.
Right.
That
Right.
would be, oh man, how cool would that be?
And this is something totally different.
Yeah,
And
I
I
jumped
think-
off the cliff
Right.
literally, and I'm trying to keep my head above water.
Right.
In so many facets, and a lot of it's just mental. There's no doubt about it, man. You know, yesterday I look at what I did yesterday and just tried to relax, watch some football, which there's a lot of anxiety in that because of Draftkings and because of all these things we had going on. Oh my God, which we'll talk about later. But dude, I was just trying to find ways of of releasing this and getting to the next thing and moving on from these feelings and kind of controlling your mind, which is a very, very hard thing to do, So
Totally.
yeah, man. So that's kind of, I don't know why we went that way. Why
No. Because while I was talking about the
fitness,
hitting the gym, the fitness, doing all that stuff, and I was seeing if that has helped with the anxiety or anything like that.
A little bit, but yeah, I'm trying a bunch of different things. I'm going to call the doctor today and say, hey, I don't want your prescriptions. You got any other ideas? And maybe look into counseling. Maybe just talking to somebody about these issues that I have with starting a new career, starting this path, not having any structure. Because I think these things are a lot bigger than what I believe them to be.
Yeah, I mean, and it can't hurt. Like doing all that stuff can't hurt. And I think no matter, like we kind of talked about, I don't know, did we talk about this on the show? I don't even remember now. Right now it all runs together. But we've definitely, like we mentioned before, whether this takes us to everything we want to do and more, or this crashes and burns and doesn't become anything we want it to be. I think both of us have learned or are learning so much about ourselves, our lives, what we need to do, what we want to do, and so many different things that you couldn't have done, or I couldn't have done working for another company.
Right.
You can't put yourself through these things. You can't force yourself to mentally have these thoughts until you're in it. You've got to be in it. You've got to take the jump. You've got to jump off the cliff to know how you're going to react and to know who the hell you are. And maybe you are someone that just needs to be stuck behind a corporate structure, make 90, 100,000 a year and move your way up the corporate ladder and just realize, hey, I'm going to be unhappy with this phase of my life, but it's what secures me and it makes me feel, and maybe you actually appreciate that more when you go back. I don't know. I'm just spitballing shit.
We'll see what happens. Yeah, man. But I do miss the structure. I do miss some of that because it's all I've ever really done.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of these different elements that come up. 6 months from now, anxiety is probably going to be like, what? I was worried about that. That was an issue?
Right.
Who knows what the hell's to come in 6 months? And that doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It could be a great thing. But these different elements that I'll be dealing with, that we will be dealing with, is going to be a lot more consistent than having security, stability, and consistency. Because there's not a lot in this.
It's hard to know what's real and what's those years of programming.
Right.
Like you've just piled on all this corporate programming, and then now that you're like peeling some of that stuff back, the mind is like, yo, something's going wrong.
Mm-hmm. What is this here? Why are you getting rid of that? Wait, why are you throwing that out?
But it's hard to know like what's you and what you need and what's just what you're used to.
You know what the hardest thing to this is? So I didn't sleep well last night, right? Went to bed at like 11:30 thinking, all right, I've waited long enough. I think it's late enough for me to finally be able to sleep. I sit there till about 2 and then start drifting off at about 2. Wake up at 3. I'm wide awake. Okay, so I've got almost an hour worth of sleep, right? Aside from just wasting a bunch of time. And you know what I started thinking about was what could be the death of me, but also is the coolest thing, and I vowed to never really do it, is thinking about retweets and likes and sharing and having my whole life on a platform and putting my whole self out there when I was never a big social media guy. Right. I never really liked it. I mean, it's cool to get some news. I love Twitter because I can get my news fast there. I can get stuff instant. I love Twitter. I am a Twitter guy for sure. But like sharing things and being artsy and sunsets and taking pictures of my food, which is kind of cliche, but it happens a lot, right? You need to show people what you're doing. You need to be interesting. You need to show people what you're doing and how cool that is, and they should be doing it too. And hey, look at me. I've never wanted to be that guy. So I'm in this place in my mind that just doesn't feel right, that doesn't feel good, that doesn't feel natural whatsoever,
normal, right.
or any slew of normalcy at all. So, you know, there's nights that I wake up and I'm sidetracked with likes in my head. I'm thinking about retweets. I'm thinking about sharing. And I'm thinking about like, oh my God, I'm trying to literally sell myself to these fools, which I've done in retail in a whole different regard. But it just doesn't feel good yet. It really doesn't. You know,
right.
It's an interesting tidbit. And like when I'm going through my normal life, which maybe I do some cool shit. Maybe people would like to see me at Planet Fitness. Maybe people would love to see that. Maybe people would love to see me reacting to Draftkings yesterday, or reacting to some of these things, because it is interesting. Or when I went to lunch and had this interaction with this individual, or when I went to this bar and manager is like, oh yeah, Tim, I know your guys' relationship. He sucks. Fuck Tim, you know? Maybe people need to see this. Maybe people need to see me buying the shoes and unboxing 3-4 shoes a week. I don't know, dude, but it just doesn't feel good.
Doing the what do you mean?
Doing it on a platform. Yeah. It just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel normal. It feels like I'm showing off. I've never wanted to show off in my life. Now, have I wanted to make entrances? Have I wanted to be the life of the party? Have I wanted to be that dude?
What's
Absolutely.
the difference?
I guess the difference is I wouldn't call that showing off, because that feels natural. Like when I have people there and I'm trying to entertain people, that feels more natural than entertaining people that I don't know actually exist, or that I don't know that could be tuning in to my stuff on the back.
Does it feel weird because you're picking up a camera and kind of like...
That's a little weird, but
like,
I
hey,
think
look at me.
I think like I just don't want to be, hey, look at me. And I'm having a hard time with that.
Right.
I'm having a hard time, hey, look at me. Why look at me? I'm just like you, bro.
Right.
I'm just like you, chick. I buy a lot of shoes. I buy a lot of cool shit. I go a lot of cool places. I mess up my relationship daily.
But
you know,
how does that make you feel in terms of the cast? Do you do you feel the same about the cast, like coming on here and talking and being able to talk openly and talk freely? Because you're doing the same thing. You're sharing, but you're not sharing through a lens. You're sharing through a mic.
See, and that doesn't bother
me at all. And I'm sitting here, I guess.
Yeah,
so it's not by yourself.
You're sitting here, and then I'm doing it on a platform that, yeah, I mean, I can see some comments, and there's been some shitty ones that we've seen, right? I don't really care. That doesn't bother me. But I think when I'm doing it on myself, it's like I'm putting my whole self out there, and is it cool? And all what's the goal? Well, the goal is to be seen. The goal is to grow. The goal is numbers. The goal is, you know, it just doesn't feel organic to me quite yet. And again, maybe because it's new, but again, I feel like a show off. But like when people are there and it's usually your friends and maybe a couple of their friends or whatever, oh, I'm down to entertain anybody. Right now, it's just like me talking to a bro. Yeah. And I think that's why this works. You know, because you're up here and I'm kind of like right here, but also we have a connection, right? And I think that's what makes this work, but we're doing it together, and it feels like I don't mind sharing all this stuff, and we're sharing some stuff together as a company, right? But when it's your own company, when it's you, when it's your company, your name, your face, you know, up there, it just doesn't feel normal to me yet. You know?
And maybe here's the thing, like maybe I would definitely tell you, never do anything that you don't feel like comes off natural or doesn't feel natural to you, especially on social media, because people will sniff that shit out quick and
call you out quick.
Yeah, I'm not even necessarily call you out, but just be like, they'll just move on.
Yeah.
Even if
like,
they don't know what it is,
yeah,
they'll just be like,
whatever, I moved on. There's too many things to see. There's too much shit going on. So if you don't feel like it's, and I would agree, I don't think you are the pick up the camera in your face kind of guy. What is going down, mister? You're not that. That's me. That's what I do. You're not that. You, I almost feel weird saying that. I'm a host, right? Yeah. I'm in front, right?
Sure.
And people have said it a million times in the comments, and I don't really like the terminology, but the sidekick, dude, that's what you do best. That's what you do well. That's what you enjoy. And I feel like your IG doesn't need to be a whole thing similar to mine.
Right.
It doesn't need to be you popping on face, whatever. If you want to give some football rankings and stuff like that, yeah, cool. You want to answer some questions, cool. But dude, there are hundreds of people that have huge followings on IG that never show their face. Mm-hmm. And they just take dope pictures.
Yeah.
They just take dope pictures of their sneaks, dope pictures of their collection. They put their dog in some Jordan 1s, take a picture. You have a million dope things you could take pictures of around here that have nothing, that don't even have to do with you.
Yeah,
you don't have to be in front of it at all. And I think you're trying to find that.
You're trying to find yourself.
Who do I
want to be on social media?
Totally.
Now that this is,
Now that it's real,
it's one of my jobs.
Yes, exactly.
Not my only job, right?
Right.
It's just a job, you know. So yeah, man, I'm trying to figure out where I fit in that. So on that, I would say, let's move the hell on. Let me take this shot. What's next?
I think that's good combo, dude. I think
that's just where I've been, and I think
I think there's probably a lot of people that can relate to that or battle that on social media. They're normal. They're not to say that we're normal people too. I'm saying they don't even have a show. Right. They don't even have a podcast. They don't have anything they're trying to work towards, and they don't know who in the hell they should be on social media. Sure. So I think that's very, very relatable to a lot of people, whether they have something going on like we do or they don't. You're in a situation where you have something going on, but you've kind of been thrust into, all right, this is going to help it grow. And we talked about this a million times. You've been collecting everything for years. Yeah. Not only just sneakers, but a bunch of stuff. Cool ass shit. If you would have started taking pictures of all this cool ass shit in 2012, when Instagram came out, you'd be well over 100K, and it would be your face nowhere. It would be probably a bunch of pictures and memories of your old dog, Fender. It'd be a lot of Fender. It'd be a lot of your shoes. It'd be some sick skate decks. It'd be some BMX bikes. And it'd be a bunch of really cool shit that you own that people could get behind, that are collectible, and especially with the sneakers, because you've bought every 6 sneaker over the past 5 years for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And I think if you would have been doing that from the beginning, you could be, something totally different. You'd already have that path carved out. But you didn't. You're here now. Yeah. And now you got to find out. You got to try to figure out
no doubt
how it's going to all work, man.
Yeah.
But
how to not bore people.
It's not easy. And dude, I don't want to tell you someone like me has it nearly figured out at all. I definitely don't. But I definitely, if I'm not feeling it, there's some days where I'm just like, I'm in a bad mood. I'm not in a social media mood. I'm not in a mood to talk to some people. I'm not in a mood to respond to DMs. I don't get on social media that day. And it probably lacks, it's probably not good because I see a lot of the big content creators are on there every day regardless.
But like you said, they would sniff you out, and I think that's that transparency and that's that authenticity.
Yeah, I don't want to just go on there to go on there. I want to make sure that I'm doing something that I want to do.
I think the important thing is actually like sharing everything. Like the days you're having a bad day, you still share it. You still get on and be like, yo, I'm having a crappy day. This is what's going on.
That's why I reworded it. It's not necessarily a bad day. It's just like
what's going on. And I think the way we could probably like remedy that is just doing the behind the scenes, maybe getting somebody to come and do video. Maybe I could catch some stuff, but like catching natural moments instead of having to pick up the camera and be like, hey, what's going on?
Especially,
because do you think about how much energy we put into this show? People don't see that. People don't see all the energy that goes into the prep, the before the show meetings that we have, all the stuff we're working on behind the scenes, the meetings about everything else that's not going with handling or the goings on within the show. There's a lot. There's a ton. So by the time all that's done, we finish doing the show, excuse me, you have to try to go upload the audio early to Patreon, get the audio uploaded for everyone else. By the time all this stuff occurs, the last thing you're trying to do is like pick up the camera and be like, I don't even know what the hell to say.
Yeah,
I'm so burnt. I just
drained.
Talked for, how many hours, and I get that. I understand that. I'm getting a little. Are you getting a little?
No.
Huh. It's only me. I'm getting a little feedback. I got 3 mics right here.
Yeah. No feedback here.
And I am getting some feedback.
Huh. I wonder if I busted both of our headphones.
I don't think so. I think maybe it was me and Jalal busting the mic and then pinching my hand in there.
Could be.
But anyway, all right, Dal. We'll move along for you. Of course, 2 for 2.
Dang.
Dal,
nobody's going to want to pay me anymore.
Dal hits another shot. Most underrated studios.
I didn't mean to be that good.
I'm 0 for 2 today. Not looking good at all. All right, let's move into the weekend. The football from the weekend. Dal, dude, I got to give you some serious hand claps.
Yeah.
Some serious shots. Dal Palantonio takes down his very first Draftkings tournament in history. How do you feel about that, Dal?
Man, I feel good today. Yesterday, I was anxious as a mug.
Over Draftkings?
Oh, my God.
Why?
It was so neck and neck between you and Chonerman and I.
Yeah, I know. I took second. I was right there about to scoop the money from you, but I don't know why you'd have anxiety if your friend's about to win money. I thought you'd be happy for me.
Oh, I was happy for you, but, there was a little competitive juice in there.
I'm just kidding. I wasn't happy for you at all. I wanted to fucking, but I was doing this to you on my couch with the soundboard.
Yeah.
I went and got it out of my backpack, and I was just doing that over and over and over.
Notice I didn't hit you up at all yesterday.
Yeah,
because I'm a good guy. I don't want to. You knew I'd be mad. Just like you, if you were like, "Hey, Dal, what's up?" and I'd be like, "You know damn well what's up." I'll see you at the cast tomorrow.
You know damn well what's going on. So, yes, Dal Palantonio put up 197.42. Wow. I put up 193.6. Chonerman in third at 184. So we were all three battling for the top spot in the afternoon games, going back and forth. It was flipping.
Oh, man.
You and I both had Eckler, and then I had Keenan Allen. You had someone else.
No, I was done.
Oh, you were done, but you were ahead. I
was ahead, and I was done with Eckler. So Eckler, it was a wash. But you just had to have, dude, if Keenan Allen would have done 10 points.
I know.
10 points.
You got me 5. Awful.
Jeez.
I get the Broncos pasties. I get it. They're good.
Yeah.
I just thought for sure that the way Chris Harris was talking about last week, I got 12 weeks left. Then I'm out of here. 12 weeks left, 13 weeks left, whatever the hell he said. The defense couldn't stop the run to save their lives.
No.
So I figured they'd be using that run and it would just open up the pass all day. Keenan Allen just didn't go down the way I thought. I could have chose anyone. Anyone else could have got me more points than damn Keenan Allen, dude.
Right.
Michael Gallup would have been the guy to go with. He was a lot cheaper, and he got like 20-some points in the late window against the Packers because of that garbage time. It was all garbage time. Michael Gallup and Amari Cooper, they both went off. Cooper was expensive, though. Gallup was cheap.
Because he wasn't even going to play initially, and then he was, I think he was a playable, on Sunday morning via Adam Schefter.
My biggest guy, Will Fuller. When it went ham for me, 56.
How did you choose him? Where was your research? Like, don't give away all your tricks and tips, but why?
Well, I can go ahead and give them all away, Dal, because I didn't win. They're not winning me any tournaments.
Why Will Fuller, man? Dude, he has done absolutely nothing. Did you just saw the matchup was right?
That was why. He has done absolutely nothing. And I saw in week 2, they missed him on 2 different deep balls that should have been he should have had touchdowns on. Last week, a 72-yarder got called back due to a penalty. He's been waiting to explode. If you're watching the games, dude, you've seen Will Fuller. And I just knew. I was like, this guy's going to go off one of these weeks. This was the week. I got lucky.
And you knew that everybody was going to be at least single or double coverage on Hop, so that kind of frees up Fuller.
Exactly.
Okay. And at home.
And I told you, we know how bad Atlanta has been.
Yeah.
Bad, dude. And
both sides of the ball.
If the Texans put up 52 on you, and it's not to say their offense isn't good, but we've seen what they've done against good defenses, and they've been stymied. They've been held in check. Deshaun Watson isn't putting up 55 fantasy points. So I knew Atlanta was bad. It was kind of the combo. I knew Atlanta was bad, and I had been watching and seen Will Fuller. He should have had bigger games.
Yeah.
He just had some bad breaks, and this week he busted loose. But that was really it, dude. Other than him, I had no one go ham. Ryan did 35. That was a great start at quarterback. But you, dude,
I had Michael Thomas.
Multiple guys.
Thomas, who had 44. I had Adam Thielen because, man, I was hot on Thielen this week, and the reason I was because he was the biggest advocate of throwing Cousins under the bus.
Yeah, well, him and Diggs. Diggs was kind of trying to get the trade.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people thought Diggs was going to go off, but Diggs hasn't gone off at all.
Yeah, Diggs is not good. I told you he's not good, man. Get him out of here.
Yeah, still 5 fantasy points, but Thielen, 35.
35.
In DraftKings.
Yeah, that was huge yesterday.
Eagles D, 35, Dallas?
Dude, that was my biggest play. I knew Eagles D was going to be great against a Jets. They're not even a football team. I want to call them a high school team.
Yeah, they're bad.
I mean, they're
a third string quarterback though. You got to give him a little. You got to give him a little break.
They're a little bit better than Miami, maybe. I don't know, man. I'd like to see those two fools go head to head.
I have no idea.
The
two worst teams in the leagues. Crazy Eyes was there last year, and now Crazy Eyes is on the new team this year.
Yeah, go figure.
2 worst teams in the league. Crazy Eyes, though, they're running them into the ground.
Yeah, so
that's Adam Gase. If you don't know who Crazy Eyes is.
Yeah, so that was a great matchup, man. I loved that, and of course, I think they had. Did they have double-digit sacks? Did they have 10 sacks?
I don't know. I didn't see the box score.
Dude, it was a lot, man. But
Eagles. Oh, here you go. Yeah, 10 sacks. 10 sacks, 2 INTs, 2 defensive touchdowns.
What are you going to do?
I took the Patriots because I thought they would do something similar in Washington to not Kirk Cousins, to
Tom Brady.
Case Keenum.
Yeah.
I thought they would do something similar with that D, and because I thought I was shocked you started Brady. Brady was a guy I was really staying away from. Patriots offense, I was kind of staying away from this week because I thought, hey, they're on Thursday night this week. Do you know that?
Yes.
They're this Thursday night's game. They got a game to prepare for Thursday night. Washington's terrible. They don't need to beat the shit out of them. I figured they would play D, let the D score a few defensive touchdowns. hold them in check, not let Washington score more than 10 points. Brady'd put up 21. We'd call it a day. Get out of there with a win. That's what I thought it would be. Patriots D started out terrible. Yeah. Washington came out the gate swinging. Patriots D couldn't tackle. Who the hell's Steven Sims running up the sidelines?
Never heard of him.
You too. Okay. So anyway, that's why I went with the Patriots D. They ended up coming back. I think they scored like 18.
They did.
Still pretty good, but not 35.
And why I went Brady, though, Brady needed a bounce-back game. He needed one really bad. The week before, he scored 3.72 points.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
I knew he was going to bounce back from that just a little bit, especially against a Washington's depleted secondary. I knew that he'd have some long balls in there, and he did, but it was almost like garbage time, like you said.
Yeah.
It was into the game. Dude, the first half, I would say Washington played them really well. But the thing is, the Patriots just didn't play well first half, no doubt.
As far as the most underrated podcast fantasy football league, Dal Palantonio blowing out Joey's Lynch squad today.
Oh man,
blowing him out. By the way, Joey's Lynch squad. Who the hell hasn't paid, Dal? I keep forgetting. There's 3 people that haven't paid.
I think I sent it to you.
I have it. I'm gonna pull it up. It's Joey's Lynch squad. I think it's Keith Cruz.
Keith.
Let me double check. Most underrated fantasy. All right, yeah, it's Keith Cruz, Luxick, and Joey Magana.
Gotcha.
And Dal Palantonio. Those are the 4 people that haven't paid. So 3 people that haven't paid. Keith Cruz, Luxick, Joey Magana. Send it to Venmo. Just send me a Venmo. It's at OMG, it's TTF. Same as Instagram and Twitter and all that shit. So just send me a $50 Venmo. Do it as, I guess there's no friends and family on there. So yeah, just Venmo me $50 so we can clear the league. Those are the last 3 people there. So speaking of Joey Magana, you blow him out this week.
Easy.
I beat Landon's team. I blow him out this week.
Nice.
The big match I wanted to see this week, Keith Cruz versus the Monday midsole. Keith Cruz has been on top. He's number 1 in the league. He squeaked by me because he had a crazy defensive performance. Monday midsole beat me as well. He got lucky during the week. And then this week I wanted to see what happens. Keith Cruz just had a bad week, dude. And it was a bad week to have a bad week because the Monday midsole showed out. He had Wilson go for almost 40. He had McCaffrey go for 44. Wow. He had Edelman for 21. So he had 3 guys in double figures, and they were all over 20. That right there is going to hurt you.
No
Keith
doubt.
Cruz, all his big players, 9 out of Kelsey, 8 out of Fitzgerald. New England D, 14, decent. Cooks, 6. Brandon Cooks on Thursday night for the Rams because he went out with an injury.
Brutal.
Not good. Kyler Murray, 25. I'd take that all day. That's fine. But other than that, dude, he's got Nick Chubb left, and Monday midsole's got Kittle. So unless Chubb has a repeat performance from last week, which I don't see happening against the Niners tonight.
No.
So you got Chubb versus Kittle. I think Monday Mitchell's going to come out on top there. And it's going to shake up some rankings here in the league. Keith is 1, Willie Will's 2, Joey's 3, I'm 4, knock on wood is 5. You are 6 right now.
Nice.
Monday Mitchell, he's in 7th place. He was talking shit on Twitter.
That guy thinks he's got something. We'll see.
He's 2-2. He said he was 3-2 due to an error that he made. He's at Disney World. Left one of his roster spots blank.
Oh, jeez.
Gotta give him some shots with that. Oh, whoops, sorry. I didn't mean to
nice giving the bitch shots.
But all right, so that's the rundown on the fantasy league there. Let's jump into
dude, check out where I'm at real quick in one of my leagues.
What?
I'm at 187. Dude, I had Deshaun Watson with 52. I have Cooper Kupp at 1870, 18.70.
Is that PPR?
Yes, this is PPR. This is Danko. Oh, this is Danko's.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then I had DK Metcalf at 10, McCaffrey at 42, Aaron Jones at 43.
Yeah, there was some monster fantasy performances this week.
There was nobody going to beat me on that.
I was surprised our leagues, you and I were the top, that people didn't score more.
Mm-hmm.
Those monster leagues there, Draftkings. So you took down the Draftkings. You got a big win in fantasy. Dal Palantonio, leveling up.
Love it, man.
What about heaters, though?
Heaters.
Let's jump into the heaters results.
Yes.
As always, the football talk brought to you by Seat Geek. You can use our code SeatGeek on the Seat Geek app and save yourself $20 off your ticket order. You're going to any events. You're going to sporting events. You're going to see that crappy product WWE is putting out here in October for Monday Night Raw. I think they're going to be here next week, actually. Monday Night Raw live in Denver at the Pepsi Center.
Are we there?
I don't think so, because the product's not good. I can't pay money for that, and among other reasons, which we'll go into another time. But if you were going to go, save yourself $20 on tickets using the code UNDERRATED on SeatGeek app.
Love it.
All right, let's move into the heaters. Dal Palantonio needs a bounce-back week for heaters this week. Absolutely terrible. 7-13 on the year, but he gets a big win. Pats minus 15.5 Huge win for Dal there. He gets a dub. Broncos +6. That's a dub there. Broncos win the game outright. They don't even need the 6. Broncos finally got their first win of the season.
Thank God, man. We've been waiting.
Never been a team to go 0-5 in franchise history. Still. And still.
Fighting.
There you go. So Denver Broncos finally get a win there. 1-4 to start the season. So we both hit on that one. Eagles -13.5. I stayed away from the big Patriots spread and the big Eagles spread. You took both, not learning your lesson from previous weeks, and it pays off for you.
Pays off.
Eagles -13.5. They get a blowout win yesterday. An absolute blowout win. We talked about that over the Jets. Oops, sorry. Packers +3.5. We were both on that game together.
And you got scared because I was kind of talking to you about some things. Devontae Adams being out. And we didn't know for sure if he was going to be out.
No.
I knew he was. I knew it.
I just don't think the Cowboys are as good as everyone thought they were the first 2 years when they played Miami and they played the Cardinals. But everyone was on them. Yeah. Tons of people betting on the Cowboys yesterday. Tons of people betting on the Cowboys. Cowboys get smoked. Easily win there. Dal's got one left. He's 4-0.
Yeah.
He is 4-0.
Get on the Dal Pal train.
Just when we were about to take the hard left down the beaters lane. We're going to turn these heaters into beaters. Dal totally redeems himself and comes back. He's 4-0 right now. Possibility of going 5-0 this week or 4-1. If the Niners can cover tonight, -3.5.
Got it.
Is the spread. Mine are all done. I hit on the Broncos. I hit on the Packers. I also hit on the Saints -3.
Saw that.
I also hit on Houston -5. Big game there against terrible Atlanta.
Yeah.
We saw that. The one I lost on, the Giants, that was my most confident. I felt confident on the Giants. I thought they could keep it close, and they just didn't look good. Against Minnesota, 28-10. Minnesota gets an easy win. Giants don't even come close to covering the 5.5. That's my L for the week. So I go 4-1. So we're going to add 4 wins.
Man.
Let's see here.
You're chalking them wins up.
17, right? So 13. So I'm 17, and I was 7. That's 8. 17-8 on the year.
That's nice, dude.
Dal is going to increase to 11 and 13 with 1 game pending.
All right, man. Shoot, I'm getting close to that 500 again.
There we go. Woo. Jalal, do you have the percentages? Do you remember how the people said in the comments to do the percentages?
No, I don't.
I think it was the amount of wins you have divided by the total number of games, I think is what they said.
That was on the last. Was that on the live comment? There was only one before that.
No, it
was 90.
But that's what it was. Actually, let me just do the math. Never mind. Let me just do it. If we go,
number of wins versus total games played.
All right, so 25 games played for me.
Yeah,
25 games, 17 divided by 25.
There you go.
I'm a 68% clip. 68% crushing. Anything over 60 in Vegas is considered winning. If you're over 60%, if you're hitting 55%, you're winning money. Over 60% is like the gold standard in gambling. I'm 68%.
Yeah.
Okay? 68%. Pal Antonio.
Don't need to say it.
Let me. Should we total yours?
We can.
Yeah, that's right. That's the right way to do it.
11 wins.
That's what I told you the first episode, and you were like, you said I was wrong. I'm
not going to lie, Jalal. Sometimes I tune you out. I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you.
Welcome to Stringer's World.
I'm just messing. I'm shitting a bit. It's hard to listen and do the show at the same time.
I got you.
11 plus 13, you're at 24 because you're still got 1 game pending, Dal.
Yeah.
So 11 divided by 24, not bad, Dal. 45%.
And that can go up, obviously.
That can go up with tonight's win.
Be about a 48%.
We're still moving though. So that is the heaters results from last week, brought to you by Seat Geek. Again, use our code underrated, save yourself $20 on the Seat Geek app for any of your event purchase. All right, Dal, tell me on this day in history.
On this day in history.
Let's hit that really quick before we go into sneakers, fashion, all that good stuff. Damn, I kind of wanted to hit the. I'm sorry, I flubbed. Before we go on this day, the Chiefs last night. I just wanted to hit that game really quickly. A couple games that surprised you this weekend. Mm-hmm. It surprised me how well the Packers played, especially, dude, if you're a betting person out there, if you bet. Did you hear there was a crazy stat about the Packers. I can't even remember what it was. But if you bet, you should be listening to the analysis that Troy Aikman and Joe Buck give every week, because this is probably the third week in a row that I've heard them give something out that could be valuable to sports bettors. Huh. So if you're a sports bettor, this one was about the over-under. It was something like the Packers have covered. It was like 43-3, dude.
Wow.
And it was like something early in the game. They're 40. I think it was the first quarter. 43-3, something crazy. Green Bay Packers is covering spreads. So that was a surprise to me. But the Chiefs last night, did you watch the game?
Brutal.
What did you think? Did you think that was more due to Pat Mahomes having being injured, or was that more due to the Chiefs just not being as good as we thought they were going to be?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think we were a little bit surprised. Remember me talking about the Colts, dude, at the beginning of the season. I said, man, this could be one of their years. And this was, of course, before Andrew Luck decided to dismiss himself from the league. But I said, man, they're finally pretty good on both sides of the ball. So I stand by that even to last night. Their pass rush D was great. I think that was huge. But it also goes to a broken down Kansas City O-line.
I know,
dude. People were getting hurt right and left on both sides of the team and both sides of the ball. Dude, there was probably, you think there were 7 or 8 injuries last night?
Oh, for sure.
God dang, dude, there was so much happening. And then you had offensive line
Colts
guys,
secondary.
the backup guy on the I forget his name now. He had the sick Jordan cleats.
Yeah.
He actually stepped on Mahomes' ankle, and that's kind of where all this started versus the tackles that, dude, we couldn't protect Mahomes last night. He was getting stepped on by his own guys. That's my team.
Oh, okay. I thought you were a Bronco fan.
I am a Broncos fan.
That's crazy. Isn't that your Bronco light?
That's my Bronco light, man.
Interesting.
I'm just saying, the Chiefs, it's my team because we make a lot of money together. But I stayed the hell away from them this week, and for good reason, man. But I
don't think I don't think people realize that this was going to be the best team that Andrew Luck had ever had.
I agree.
They finally fixed the O-line.
They did.
They finally got things right on the D, which, dude, that defense shut down Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs' high-octane offense with players off the street.
Mm-hmm.
The secondary has so many injuries, and the fact that they were still able to put together a scheme to stymie and stump Patrick Mahomes, dude, and the Chiefs and Andy Reid on Sunday night in primetime in Arrowhead.
Crazy.
That might be one of the more impressive defensive performances I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And it's regular season. It's week 5, so I know people aren't going to blow it out of the water. But man, to not have your starters in the secondary against Pat Mahomes and to still confuse him enough, or to still do whatever, to do enough to shut him down, awesome,
unbelievable.
Dude. Awesome.
They actually broke a streak last night. The Colts. So the Kansas City Chiefs have within the last 15 games have scored 25 points or more in offense.
Wow.
And that was broken last
25?
night. 25 points or more.
And they didn't even score in the second half, right?
Nope.
I think it put up 10 in the first quarter, and that was the first half, and that was it. Wow.
Or did they had that field goal though, which put it at 13, didn't it? That late Harrison Butker field goal,
you're right,
which gave them 13, and they ended up losing 16-13.
That's right.
Yeah.
19,
or 19, sorry.
Yep, you're right. Damn, dude, I just did not expect that. It was definitely one that I bet you people just got crushed on at the sports books,
and you saw like Sunday Night Football, like all the Sunday Night Football crew, everybody had Chiefs across the board, dude, taking it.
Oh, dude, if there was ever a game to bet the second half as well, you would have thought like, oh, there's no way.
Yeah.
The Chiefs have 10 points.
They're at least going to have
first half.
At least double it.
They're going to put up 20 for sure.
Yeah.
In the second half. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they score nothing the whole time and get a field goal late.
Tony Dungy wasn't even on the Colts last night.
That was crazy.
Just saying.
That was crazy. I think that's the key. If you see every expert, if they ever all pick one team
across the board,
go the other way.
Yeah.
Go to your nearest betting window and put down money on the team the other way. Dude, so I guarantee Vegas not only got crushed because the spread when it first started, it was 7.5 Chiefs. By game time, it was Chiefs minus 11.
Oh, jeez.
So the spread had inflated all the way up to minus 11,
way
double
Chiefs
digits.
Heavy.
People were on the Chiefs heavy. Not only that, but dude, like I said, second half, how many bets do you think probably came in on the second half on the Chiefs? How many people bet the Chiefs at the beginning of the game, were getting their ass kicked, and were like, "Oh, dude, I'm gonna just make sure I go get my money back. I'm gonna go double down and put the Chiefs, put money on the Chiefs for the second half."
Yeah,
and got their ass kicked again, dude, because the Chiefs couldn't even outscore them in the second half.
Unbelievable.
It was nuts, man. Really, really crazy. So I just wanted to finish out with that.
That was crazy, yeah.
As far as NFL, that was definitely the shocker of the weekend. There was some big time games this weekend. Some big teams went down. I didn't think we'd see the Rams go down the way they did on Thursday night. That didn't look very good. I think maybe that defense isn't as good as we thought they would be. I think Tampa Bay played well. They kind of are who they thought they were. I think they cooled down a little bit. New Orleans is still hot.
Yeah.
Carolina looks really good. Damn, Christian McCaffrey having a day.
Dude, Kyle Allen, is he
looking good, dude?
Is he 3-0 or 4-0
looking good
now?
for the Panthers
As a starter. 3-0.
3 because Cam started
3-0 as a starter, dude.
Crazy stuff. All right, let's move on to on this day.
On this day in history, man.
Actually, hold up. Before I keep meaning to do this every episode. Let me. We're getting some music. We're getting some theme music. Let me see. Hold up. All right. This is going to be the theme music for this segment.
On this day.
Ooh. If you guys don't know,
Sick.
this is the Rated R Superstar Edge theme music from WWE. One of the legends. He had to retire because of neck issues, broken neck, Stone Cold style. But on this day, baby.
Huh. Man, is that Alter Bridge?
I have no idea.
Because I know the singer is Miles.
I can probably find it for you.
That might be either Alter Bridge or if that's like the thing that he's doing with Slash. I'm going to say it's Alter Bridge.
Edge theme song band. Metalingus. Alter Bridge.
Nice.
Metalingus.
Wow.
Nice one, Dal.
Love it. Dude, Miles Kennedy has one of the best voices of all time. There's no doubt about it.
Are you so so you're saying you approve of this theme song?
Yes, Alter Bridge is the new Creed. So Alter Bridge is essentially the original members of Creed minus Scott Stapp.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So, yeah, Miles Kennedy replaced it because he's not an asshole.
Right. So they got rid of the worst part, and they basically made it all good.
The
again.
drunk part, the druggy part, the ego part, and put in somebody badass like Miles Kennedy. There you go.
Let's play Bullets Game Day part.
Yeah, no doubt.
On this day.
On this day in history. October 7th, 2008. Music podcast and video streaming service Spotify is launched by Daniel Ek and Martin Lawrence.
Oh, shit. What, Spotify launched what year?
2008.
Wow.
On this day, October 7th, 2008, which was a platform that provided at the time to over 50 million tracks. Users could browse parameters such as artist, album, genre, and create, edit, and share playlists. Spotify is and was available in most Europe and all of Americas, Australia, New Zealand, and parts of Africa and Asia on most devices.
Either you guys Spotify guys?
Nah, Apple Music.
I'm an Apple Music guy too. I've never had a Spotify account. Oh, there it is, the
Not
black
this
and
guy.
green.
Robin and I have a shared Spotify account. I think it's like 10 or 15. I think it's $15 a month. And the crazy thing is you can download everything right to your phone, just like you can with iTunes. What I like about this is like if you're sharing playlists or sharing songs, they make it super, super easy. Even more so than Apple, in my opinion. But I think what it is, it's almost like the argument between Apple and Android.
Yeah.
It's whatever makes your life easier.
Right.
And Spotify makes ours. It makes sense to me. It's easy. And splitting the cost with Robin versus paying my own $10 Apple membership, I'm cool with it.
It's exactly what Roselli and I do.
Yeah.
We're on the Apple,
Yeah.
$14.99 a month, but you can have up to 5 users on Apple.
I think you can with this too with the family plan. I'm not for sure. I just know her and I, we pay that. It's a family plan.
Gotcha.
I don't know how many other users.
We do the same. It's just me and Roselli on there. Same exact thing.
Spotify is so clearly better, but it's just like Apple has that
What's better about it?
ecosystem,
What do
man.
you? That's what I like is the ecosystem for Apple. I love the fact that it's on the
Can't get
iPad,
away.
it's on the MacBook, it's on the iPhone, Apple TV, dude.
Yeah.
I grab my Apple TV remote. I
All your
say,
playlists are
yeah,
there.
dude. Whenever who just passed away before?
Eddie Money.
The Cars, dude,
Rick,
the Cars.
yeah,
I just
Rick.
go on there and say play the Cars. Boom! It pulls up the Cars greatest. Boom! It just starts playing. I jump in the shower. It's so nice, dude.
Yeah.
Just on the Apple TV, and I'm sure.
That's that ecosystem.
Yeah, exactly. So that is what's important to me. How is Spotify so clearly better? What do you say?
I've just noticed for like even on the artist side, they just give you more tools to work with. They tell you where your top listeners are and stuff like that. So they're-
From an artist standpoint.
yeah, but even like from a listener standpoint, the playlists are better. I like the playlists that they curate better than Apple.
Gotcha.
But
playlists are kind of what they're known for.
It's
Yeah.
just not. They make everything not well integrated into the Apple ecosystem.
Correct.
Gotcha. So if I
It's
download the
subtle, but-
Spotify app on my Apple TV, it's just still not going to be as smooth as my Apple.
You can probably use
And all my
Siri and
library.
stuff, but yeah, Apple does it on purpose. They tweak little things here and there to make it less convenient.
Yeah. You know what I wouldn't download? Tidal.
Oh yeah.
The
I was trying to. I was,
Jay-Z
dude, I was just
streaming
trying.
service?
Like I had
Yeah.
a brain.
Don't get Tidal.
I had a brain fart.
That's even harder
I was
to
like, what
use.
is Tidal? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tidal. Yeah.
And Tidal's supposed to have like the highest quality.
Is it still around?
It's hi-fi, yeah.
That's kind of rude. I guess. Yeah. What does Jay-Z do that's not still around? I mean, I'm sure it's making money, but I just.
Yeah,
I'm not up on it.
Here's an interesting tidbit about Spotify. So as of July 2019, it has 232 million monthly active users, including 108 million paying subscribers.
Wow. So
pretty big service, man. I wish I had Apple's analytics with that just as a comparison tool, but that just goes to show Spotify's in there. And they're still doing their beta testing right now for podcasts. I don't know if you guys know that. It took a little while to get ours on Spotify. I had to get approved, and you have to with Apple as well. But it was really weird, the beta process of sending out, hey, here's our software, here's what we're doing, here's what we're about. And it was an interesting approval process with Spotify. But
Apple's definitely going to have to step it up, because once they get a hold on that podcast game, like they brought Gimlet over, which is bringing a lot of podcasts to Spotify.
Yeah, for sure.
And
They brought what?
Gimlet. It's like a network.
Oh, okay.
So
What is on Spotify?
Yeah.
Their own it's a podcast network that was already
It's a
existing.
network. Yeah, they had their own network, and then all the shows
Spotify
pretty much
just bought them
came over to
basically.
Spotify exclusive.
How many shows do you know they have?
I don't even know how many.
Tons
total.
though.
tons.
Like more than 20 shows.
Yeah.
Oh damn, that's crazy.
So yeah, I think they're going to put a lot of money in, and they already are into podcasts. I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with, no doubt.
Crazy. So Spotify. Is that what else?
There was also another one, Ed, and I thought this was funny because you didn't have any idea about this. The allegations and the issues aren't funny, but on October 7th, 2017, rapper Nelly arrested for rape in Auburn, Washington.
Arrested too.
Yeah,
So,
not just alleged.
I don't know how this flew over my radar. 2017. I don't know how did I miss that? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. So
A couple of years ago.
Yeah, so here's a kind of little behind it. So he was arrested near Seattle for alleged sexual assault. Police arrested the rapper Nelly early that past Saturday after a woman said he raped her on his tour bus in a town outside Seattle, an accusation the Grammy winner's attorney staunchly denied.
Interesting.
So inside the tour bus outside of Seattle.
No conviction, I guess, because I've seen him around since. I've seen him
Yeah,
doing
I don't.
things.
I don't
haven't seen-
really.
And especially, obviously, I would have known he was convicted of rape.
Right.
He was arrested. But charges must have been dropped.
Yeah, must have. I don't know. But yeah, man, that's so that was kind of shocking to everybody. You obviously had he came out on his socials. He says, "Let me say that I am beyond shocked that I have been targeted with this false allegation. I am completely innocent. I am confident that once the facts are all looked at, it will be very clear that I am the victim of a false allegation."
There you go.
Yeah, man. So on this day in history, there you go.
Let's move into sneakers. Brought to you by Resjuvenator this week. Remember, you can go to resjuvenator.com, get 10% off your entire order by using the code underrated10. I recommend the Ultimate Kit, man. Everything you need to clean your sneakers, whether you need some deep cleaning in the washing machine, you just need some light cleaning on the outside, clean up the prime knit, maybe you need some brushes for the outsole. Any of that stuff, man, Resjuvenator has got you covered. Use the code underrated10 at resjuvenator.com to save 10%. Weekend cops. Did you cop anything over the weekend?
Over the weekend, I really didn't. Like I said, the last cast, I copped the Nigel Sylvester's finally,
okay.
which I'm super, super looking forward to. I will tell you, the New Balance No Bad Days are coming down in price.
Are they?
Damn near.
Nice.
I think the last time I looked at it was about $230, $240.
Oh, shit. Wow.
Or sorry. No, it was $330, $320. So they should be under $300 here soon.
Nice.
So I'm going to cop those. So that will be a cop coming up. But this week, dude, before we get into the shoes that we have here, which is awesome that we have shoes finally, because we didn't on the 100th episode. Go figure. Dude, the Sakai Nike Blazers are coming back out. So
Okay.
in the new colorways, you have the black and white, and then you have the white and like gray hits to it. Both of those are coming out the 10th, which is this Thursday. Sneakers app, probably some boutiques, whatever.
I saw both of them. Not interested. Not enough for me.
Not enough pop
No.
pizzazz.
No, just too plain, too basic.
I would take either one of them. So I'm gonna obviously go for both of them on the sneakers app. Outside of that, Nike.com, anywhere else that's doing them. I haven't done any other raffles with SNS, anything like that. I'm just going with sneakers. If I get one or if I get both, great. I call it a day. I'll sell one, keep one.
You think they're gonna have resale? With the other ones not really having resale?
Not as much. No.
These are those other ones don't even have much resale.
I think you'll make $50 to $60 off of these. That's it at most.
That would be more than the other ones.
Really?
Because what do they retail? 130?
140.
140. Okay. 140 retail. Look at the other ones right
What do you
now.
got on StockX?
I'm looking, dude. They are these things of the pair I have, the ones I wore for the 100th episode.
Those are cheaper.
$250 is the ask.
So see, that's
an ask though.
well, fair enough.
Let me see. So okay, the highest bid, yeah, $267 on the blue pair.
Yeah,
$230 on the other pair.
So $230 minus what, the fees and whatnot. So you're still making a little money.
Yeah, I guess so. For some reason, I thought they were down near like 210, 200. But
no. So yeah, these
won't,
because they're so neutral. Part of me wonders if they might have a little bit more value in them. But I think because they're not the OGs, they're the second version. I think that kind of trumps my original thought. So I think you'd be lucky to make $50, $60 on these.
I wish they would have just left it. I think they're pushing with these.
Yeah,
they're it feels forced. I just feel I just feel plain and forced. But
these are definitely plain. There's no doubt about it.
I think maybe that's the point. For people that don't like the other one, then here, we'll give them the plain.
If you had to choose, which you don't want to, out of the black or the white,
the
black.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because they have a little bit of something to them, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Exactly.
So that's all I'm really looking forward to this week. Outside of that, the end of this week, though, I'm still here on October 12th on the Travis Scott 6s, which would be that Saturday.
Ooh, you think they're going to get bumped? You guys think? What do you think?
No, because I think we have official images. I think there's enough hype. It sounds like there's going to be quite a few pairs. Not that it's going to be easy to get.
Family sizing.
Because there's family sizing.
Yeah.
That's the only reason there's more pairs, because there's family style, not animal style.
Family sizing.
So it's still going to be tough. Dude, it's still going to be tough to get. There's no doubt about it.
Of course. Yeah.
So I might even mess with Bait this time just to do one of their dumbass raffles.
Oh, locally?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm sure they'll probably be doing raffles and they'll send it to you. They won't have them in store.
You did? Wait, did you win one of those? Have you ever won one of those?
Never.
It was Roberts.
Chris Roberts. And I bought the Vapor Maxes.
That's right.
And now I sold them to Ochi, and Ochi's like, hey, man, they're a little too big for me. He's like, do you have a receipt for them?
Oh,
I'm like,
wow.
oh, my God, get out of here.
What?
So, anyways, yeah.
So what does he want to do?
So I told him, I said, hey, I bought them from, my boy Chris Roberts over there at the Certified. I said, you want a screenshot of a sneakers app? What do you want?
They're a little too big.
Yeah, they're a little too big. Because Ochi typically, so these were a size 10.
I'm confused. Sorry, run it back here. They're a little too big. What does that have to do with the receipt? So we're talking about a shoe that's limited, right?
Because he wants to sell them.
He wants to sell them, but why he can't sell them without the receipt?
I don't know. He says, do you have the receipt? I said, I mean, no.
Oh.
I said, are you worried about authenticity? He's like, no, homie, no. He's like, I'm just trying to make
that's what was my concern.
He's like, no, I'm just trying to make an online sale, and if you have a receipt, that'd be cool. I said, well, I mean, I can hit up Chris Roberts, and if you want a screenshot, I can give you that.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that's all you have with sneakers.
Right.
Unless you
Or no, with Bait. He wanted a Bait, remember?
Oh, damn, I don't even know what that looks like.
I don't need, because he won the raffle. That's
right.
That's what we're saying. He won this thing from Bait.
Yeah, it wasn't even Sneakers app. It was Bait. That's right.
Damn. So that
I don't know. We'll see.
Interesting. Okay, I just wanted to make sure he wasn't saying they were like fake.
No.
Legit check them or something. Okay, so those are hopefully we'll see if the 6s come out.
Yeah.
We're definitely going for a pair because we've had a fake pair sitting at the crib forever that we need to do a real versus fake on.
Mm-hmm.
So, and the pair I have in hand looks phenomenal. Without seeing the other shoe, they look awesome. The only thing that I think doesn't look that awesome on that shoe is the Nike Air on the back. I think the lettering's a little thin when comparing them to my infrared Jordan 6s or some other ones. I think it looks a little thin.
Okay.
But to the naked eye, depending on the person, I'm not sure they'd be able to tell. I probably would, but that's the thing. That's the one stick out thing I've seen.
You're seeing so far.
So I'm really excited to get the other pair. I want to see just how they look, because I've seen some other fake pairs too.
I don't know if you guys can see the thread on the tongue looks a little weird on it.
Let me see.
Like it's like frayed out.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be that way.
It's supposed to be.
Supposed to be that way?
I'll show you on the fake pair. The tongue is deconstructed, almost like a Virgil,
Almost like an off-white.
like style tongue. It doesn't have the foam inside of the tongue like a Jordan 1, but it's got like a Carhartt material on the front of the tongue and on the back side of the tongue. So those frays are from that Carhartt type of material. You never got to see the fake pair, huh?
No.
Oh yeah,
That's
I'll
pretty cool,
bring them. I'll let you look at them, so you can see that's how the fake pair has that on as well. That's why I'm like, when I was looking at them, dude, the sole even glows in the dark.
Yeah,
Really?
And I've had these things for a month.
and I know you don't like to wear 6s, but
No.
seeing the fake and then hopefully kind of seeing the pictures that we see officially from Nike that you see on StockX, is this and could this be in the running for shoe of the year?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure,
Hands
dude.
down, right?
And a shoe that I would absolutely love to wear. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even a 6 wear. Dude, with these camo army pants I have on right now,
Dude,
those shoes
Crazy.
with the stasher on the side,
I would wear that outfit every day.
I would never take this outfit off. I'd be in the
That's what I'm
shower.
saying.
My girl come in, hey, what are you doing? Showering.
Ciao, babe. What's new?
Got the Travis's on.
Yeah.
Soap running down them. Dude, the stash pocket is so sick.
Yeah.
Like I said,
The color is so neutral. The glow in the dark outsole, dude.
if the quality on the real pairs are as good as the quality on the fake, that suede is so sick. The thing I'm but the thing I'm curious about is the color. The pair I have, they look a little more olive than that.
Okay.
I've seen other people have pairs that look a little more brown, not as much olive, that have fakes
Okay.
or that have early
Yeah.
pairs. So I'm very curious.
UAs.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm curious to see what the real pair is. I'm curious to see what the real shit looks like and compare them
Yeah.
to the fake. I want to see how close.
Yeah.
That
Is it more
The official
brown?
Colorway says medium olive, so it's like it could go either way.
Yeah, it could.
Yep.
That
It's gonna
gives
be
Nike freedom.
It's gonna be interesting to see. I'm excited though, man. So yay, shit. If you got a fake pair or you got a real pair, I'm sorry, and we can borrow them for the real versus fake shit. I'll
Yeah. Maybe our boy Fail
see him. I'll
Beast.
send him back.
He seems to get everything heat. So
I know,
our boy
gosh.
Fail Beast. Let us know
Beast
if you
is-
get those. Hey, since we're talking
out to Fail
about
Beast.
Travis Scott, I know you're not
Yeah.
big into his merch. Jalal might not be into his merch, but knows probably more
Yeah,
about his
I like
music
it.
and his
It's-
merch.
It looks sick.
So I'm going to let you look through some of this. So he's been doing something cool with his. So he has a new song out, right? It's
Yes.
the Highest in the Room, I believe, or Highest in the Room is his new single that he has out. It's on all platforms. So he's been doing merch drops, but he's been doing them in weird segments. Like right now, you will see this Alien T-shirt. It's only available for 20 more hours, 19 minutes, and 52 seconds. So he's been doing like a time frame on each shirt, which is cool. Not that it doesn't sell out, because as you see, each one has sold out so far, right? From the first tie-dyed shirt to the hoodie to this new medium olive shirt that's going to match the 6s perfectly. He's done time limits on them. So of course, when the first one dropped, I had to be in there. So I got the tie-dyed one. So that's on.
Nice.
It's not on its way. They're saying 3 to 5 weeks. So I don't know if they've actually produced it yet or haven't produced it yet, or almost are doing like pre-orders like we're thinking about doing, like friends and family, to see how well it sells, and then they close it out at a certain duration. So I kind of like what they're doing, because I think it gives some people maybe some opportunities to get this. But what I will say is this stuff's not selling out as fast as his merch in the past. And I don't know if that's because people aren't messing with the single. I played the single for you guys earlier this morning before the cast started. What do you think with all of it? What do you think about the merch? What do you think?
I think the process is cool. I would never cop any of the merch. I'm just not enough of a fan, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just not. I don't find Travis Scott's music great. You were putting on a song earlier this morning.
Yeah.
The ad-libs, the background sounds, the auto-tune, all the shit that happens within his music and that is repetitive in multiple songs like this. It's very, for some reason, I heard the same ad-libs when Young Jeezy did shit, and it just didn't bug me.
Oh,
but
really?
I heard the same, yeah, and I heard the same ad-libs without it. For some reason, the ad-libs Travis Scott uses, I don't even I can't even imitate it because I can't think clear. But what I was doing
I think
earlier,
it's just quicker. It's
just like the quick,
Yeah.
in the background, like auto-tuned, and these yells and these sound. I just don't. It's like every time I listen to the song, it's like it's October and I'm going through a haunted house. Every time I hear it's just
this shirt is crazy right
not
here.
my style, guy.
Yeah, that's
Different
that's
kinda
that's
tie-dye.
that's the one that I got.
That's the one
Oh,
we
yeah?
were just looking at.
Yes.
That's what Dal got.
So we'll be able to see that one on the cast. That was the first one that dropped, the first shirt that dropped in this new merch.
What
So
was it 45?
yes, I think it was. Yep. It was like, it ended up being like 60 after shipping.
Jeez.
So it's an expensive shirt, but
That is the hardest piece of merch that he has on here.
And I thought it was super loud, so I thought you'd like that one.
That's the best piece of merch on
And
here.
I don't know how the sizing is on Travis Scott's stuff, so I just went with a medium because Supreme mediums are huge. They're even big on you.
Yeah.
We know that. So I think a medium would be pretty easy to get rid of if it doesn't work for me. So
Yeah, I think all of it. All the rest of it is not is really not my style.
garbage. Dude,
Sorry,
just
come back
wait.
to
I don't know if Jalal can find it, but with this new merch, it's not on his shop.traviscott website yet. Dude, he's got a pair of pants and 2 shirts with Jordan, with his collab with Jordan
cool.
that are coming out. The pants are probably some of the sickest pants I've seen in 10 years. Dude,
like jeans or joggers or
no,
sweats?
they're
or what?
like they're almost like a cargo pant, dude.
Oh yeah.
And they're olive and they got some black and it looks like things were stitched on. So it almost looks like a cut and sew pair of pants. And again, with Jordan, it has 2 shirts. One of them is just kind of generic, and then the other one is more Travis Scott oriented. But the pants, which are olive, and they have like black pockets, black sides, black cargo pieces, hits. It just looks like a cut and sew type of pant. And I'm like, oh my God, that might be the sickest pair of pants I've seen, dude, in years. So I'm trying to get my hands on that. I don't know when they drop. I don't know anything. I saw a picture on Twitter. I'm already in.
What about the? Did you see the shorts?
The
Yeah,
shorts.
I see the
suede
right
shorts?
Now,
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's what I'm on.
the shorts might be cool. I don't really care about the pants, dude. The pants just really, really got me, man.
The tight shit is we can't find the pants.
Oh, really? You can't find the
They're
pants?
not
yet?
on this website. It has an olive shirt, some olive like suede short
these?
Jordan brand shorts,
No.
and like an olive tee.
Those are old. Yeah, they haven't released yet. So
Where did you see the pants,
I
Dal?
think I saw them on Twitter. So let me see real quick here.
Damn it. Yeah, I don't see the pants at all. That's tight, Jalal. How you're doesn't have to take over the whole screen.
Yeah.
You figured it out.
Figured it out, man.
Look at you.
Every
God.
week, man, we're just getting a little better.
Getting a little better every ep.
Hell yeah.
I like it. Let me see. All right. Well, Dal's trying to locate
You
the
could shoot
pants.
it if you could find it. Just shoot it over to me, and I'll throw it on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and start. Let me grab these Citrons here. I think that's the shoe we'll start with reviewing today or looking at. I was not a big fan of any of these. I would actually, as I put these Ultra Boost on today, this is what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing the olive, the Trace. What are these? Trace Cargo? Trace Khaki? Trace Olive?
Trace
Cargo?
Khaki.
Trace Cargo.
Or Trace Cargo, yes.
Khakis, these are not khaki. These are the green Ultra Boost 3.0 with the military. These are the Trace Cargos, because they got like the military heel cup. They got the military patch on the top up here. And these are one of my favorite Ultra Boost. I just think they go with everything. They're super sick. I like the military grading materials and shit. The big problem with Adidas, I need some olive Yeezys. I was thinking about that this morning. How have they not given us olive Yeezys? How have they not hit us with a pair of Yeezys or olive Yeezys, and they've come out with 50 earth tone colors? How many
Right.
more rock, dirt, ground,
Maybe Ye
Earth.
just doesn't like olive.
Dude, you got to give us one pair. I don't give a shit what you don't like. You got to give us one pair. If you're dropping 1,500 pairs, one of them's got to be olive, my guy. Do I need to show up at Sunday service?
I would agree with that.
I'll curse the Lord if I don't get some damn olive here pretty soon. At Sunday service.
I think he was just at Sunday service was in Utah this past
Oh,
week.
really?
Yeah.
He's traveling with it? He's
Oh, yeah.
traveling all
Is
around
he
doing.
go on tour?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
he?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, he's on tour.
Because how many places has he done Sunday service? Hasn't he been doing it in a few different spots?
I heard of New York. That's the only.
New York, and then this week was Utah, he said?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Now is he going back to California? Or maybe
Oh, dude, I found him. God damn, it took me forever. Let's see. Jalal, do you want me to share that with you on...
Can you drop it to my MacBook?
Let's see.
yeah. All right, I got to open these shoes. We're running out of time.
Yeah, open up those shoes.
All right. So here you go. Another earth-toned Yeezy. Very excited about these ones. Size of these, Dal?
Those are size 10.
Size 10. Look at that. There you go. Very excited. Very
It's not
excited.
on there.
Oh, okay. You can send me. Just text me the link.
Here's the. It's like a green stripe almost, huh?
It is. It is. That's their intention. It's obviously super strange, super weird, but it doesn't make the shoe any better, in my opinion.
Me either, man. I'm just, like I've said a million times, these are all just running together now without the pull tab.
Yeah, that
Really-
pull tab. We talked
really
about that on
bad.
the clouds, dude. It just doesn't feel complete. And these dingy, dirty colors of just changing the like the stitching from now like a lighter greenish, maybe bluish, to the blue and the clouds to the dingy landmarks of brown.
I know, it's like the Prime Knit's like yellow in there. Like it's got pissed on.
Yeah, like right
Like
here,
kind of
dude.
like we were talking about the Lundmarks.
Not good.
Like it's just, if they had one pair of shoes like this, I might be like, all right, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But since there's got to be somewhere between 5 and 10 pairs that are just kind of all muddled in this very close
Right.
tone.
Yeah.
God,
Out of the three, so you've got the Citrons, the Clouds, and the Lundmarks. If you had to take one,
Clouds.
you take the Clouds.
Yeah, if I did get rid of the Statics, and I'd take the Clouds because they're similar to the Statics, and I like the Statics.
I think I'd have to take the Clouds too, and the reason is because we talk about how dingy.
yeah,
The Clouds just don't look dingy to me.
Uh-uh.
I couldn't keep them
they
clean.
might be after. Yeah, they might be after some wears.
I couldn't keep them clean, but I think the Clouds are the ones I would take. I think most people like the Citrons the most out of the Clouds and Citrons. I don't know why. I don't really
I don't
mess
get
with
it.
these, man.
I don't get it. I'm not feeling them at all.
Yeah.
But I also have a bunch of Yeezys, and I'm picky. You know what I mean? I'm not just,
we have to
you
be.
can't just throw shit at me and I'm gonna get excited about it. So they've got to give us some olive. Can we stop messing around here? Give us some olive. Stop it with the inside out joints.
Mm-hmm.
I saw another pair of inside outs.
Yeah.
I saw some pictures of
Yeah,
those.
next year it sounds like are going to be the inside out specials, and we're going to be sick of those.
Oh, dude, I don't even own a pair and I'm sick.
Right?
So there we are, the Citrons, aka the Shitrons.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, real quick, I'll put those back together. Take a look at that. I sent it to Jalal. But tell me what you think about that upcoming drop between Nike and Travis Scott.
Is all this stuff suede,
We don't know.
or is it just kind of? Also, those pants are like a jogger pant.
Yeah, they're kind of like jogger, but like with a cargo look to them. I think they're fire.
I'd have to see more. I can only see. It's basically one leg cut off. Did you get the link, Jalal? Yeah. So you're only seeing one leg kind of cut off there.
Mm-hmm.
This would almost be sicker without the Jordan branding.
Yeah, no doubt. If they didn't have Jordan on that back pocket or the
Yeah.
butt right there, I think it'd be way cooler.
They would almost be really sick if they didn't look like a dress pant from this part down.
See, I don't see that.
That looks like a fucking pleated dress pant. It has a pleat down the middle, and the bottom cuff looks like the bottom cuff of a dress pant. And look how wide it is.
Yeah,
It's not tapered at all. It's not. That's
but
Billie
you,
Eilish
but you
style.
have a lady. that
That's
can
Billie
taper.
Eilish
But
style.
it is. But you have a
No,
lady.
I'm not paying $90 for pants I have to taper.
Oh, these
Get
aren't
out of
going to
my
be
face.
90.
I'm not paying $190 for pants I have to taper.
Yeah, no doubt.
So get that out of my face with the.
Well, let's see. I'll buy them. I'll buy them
Yeah.
when they come out. But I think they're going to be pretty sick, man. They might be.
I gotta see more. I'm not fully out. I gotta see more. They kind
of give me a Stone Island vibe. You guys familiar with Stone Island?
Oh, you talked about that before.
no.
Yeah, so it's a high end. You know, they're like
Stone Island. Did they do a collab with Supreme?
they have
That's
yes
right,
in the
that's
past.
right,
Yeah,
that's
Stone
right.
Island though as a whole as a boutique, dude, they're $400 hoodies. Like I'm not buying any of that shit. So this is probably gonna be a little cheaper, and then I can kind of be Stone Island.
I'm not all the way out. I just gotta see more. From
Right.
Here's what worries me, and what makes my heart drop into my ball sack.
Uh-oh.
The fact that all this new merch and all this is going that Billie Eilish direction. Everything's getting so baggy and so big,
Yeah,
like Jinkos. And it's,
Loose is coming back.
I know Loose is coming back.
how do you show your shoes when shit is so huge?
Got to roll up your pant legs like you were in middle school.
And then wear white tube socks and then tuck your pant. That's what's going on.
It's not
That's
good.
what
I mean,
that's
people
what
are
people are
putting the jeans over the shoe now. ASAP Rocky had like both jeans over the tongue. And
Yeah,
styles switching.
I can't switch. I'm boxed in. I can't do that.
I know. I want to know who's to blame for this.
I can't do that.
Is it Billy?
I already went through a phase of big, like huge shit back in high school and college, and I was wearing big ass, baggy, huge shit.
And it was bad then.
And that was the 90s. That was the late 90s, early 2000s, and I'm done with it. Now I'm just going to wear clothes that fit.
Right.
Like I just want to wear fitted clothes. If I got in a suit, I don't want the thing to be 3 sizes too big in the jacket.
God.
If I buy a hoodie, I don't want the hoodie or the coat to be 2-3 sizes too big. The pants.
You know what's funny you said about that? So, dude, I bought a suit in 2012, and it was like a custom tailored suit, fit me perfect, right? I had, God, I don't remember who I bought it from, but they have that stupid commercial, you know.
Joseph A. Bank?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it was Joseph
Okay.
A. Bank, I think. They have some dumbass commercial, and that's why I went in there, because I was like, well, I hear about them all the time, so I'm sure I can get a suit there.
Yeah.
I get a suit there. I get
Men's
it all
Warehouse?
custom tailored. I look really sick. Everything's
You're going to
good.
like the way you look, I guarantee it.
That was in 2012.
Yeah.
I tried to break that same suit out for this last
Yeah,
wedding.
yeah.
Dude, the like the jacket is perfect. The jacket still fits me very well
Yeah.
because I'm kind of the same size. And it was slim. It was still a slim fit.
Okay.
I put on the pants, dog.
Oh,
my God, dude. Took me right back to the 90s. I'm like, how was this okay in 2012 when I bought this suit? It made no sense.
2012, right?
In 2012.
Right.
My pants were huge. So I've got to go get those tailored up, dude, because they look ridiculous.
Right.
So what I did was I went to Express, bought a pair of nice dress pants
yeah. Modern fitting.
that somewhat matched the jacket, which kind of didn't, and that's why I didn't do as many socials of full body, because my pants didn't completely match the jacket. Isn't that a crazy story? That's real. That's what happened.
That is some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
That's what happened.
Dallas, who is going to know on your Instagram in a dimly lit wedding reception, who's going to be like, them blues ain't matching up on the pants to the jacket there, man?
You know what's funny? Now I take it back. That's where my anxiety started.
Really?
At the wedding.
From the socials?
Huh. Yeah.
It's like you just had a realization,
Wow.
didn't it? Just look like you
It
had
started from pants that I got in
A bad
2012 to a wedding where I started getting real hot, watching my watch, 107 beats per minute of the heart rate, and here we are today. All right. I digress.
How
No.
are you feeling these?
What's that?
The A$AP Rocky baggy jeans with the ones.
Oh, that's brutal. I don't like it.
That looks like he's wearing a pair of South Poles.
Yeah.
South Pole jeans.
I was going to say Nietzsche.
And tucked him in. Hey, he's got some South Poles on. That's unbelievable.
Are those
That's rough.
cut and sewn?
Let's get those out of my face.
I don't like them.
We should hopefully, dude. So I got the Solars. I ordered these the same day as you.
Yeah.
I ordered them. I told you, dude, Bergdorf's.
This is Bergdorf's.
Bergdorf's does not play games.
They do with me. My Bergdorf's are coming Wednesday.
Bergdorf's with you might play some games. With me, they're playing 0 games.
None.
They already had the shoe here. I got these things
Friday.
Friday.
I saw
ordered
you
them.
post on social, and I text you. I'm like, I'm pissed.
No. I got them. They got them Saturday. I ordered them Thursday.
Oh, yeah, they came in on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I ordered them Thursday. These bitches were here Saturday. So I don't know if because I signed up for that little promo code.
Because I
and
did
got
not.
the discount. They gave me free 2-day shipping as well. I'm not sure what happened. I just checked my order on Sneaker Politics this morning for the yellow pair. They're not even shipped out yet.
What?
This says ready for UPS.
So
tracking number.
you have a label created.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
Wow.
So I'm like, I'm really annoyed. I wish I would have bought both pairs from Bergdorf's.
I sent
but the
you both
yellow pair,
links.
I know the yellow pair, they didn't have a 12 in the yellows.
That's right.
So I was like, I just got the reds from Bergdorf's. Save the money. Had to pay full price on the Sneaker Politics, $190, when I got these for $171 or whatever.
Right. Dude, before you break these out,
Yeah.
this is going to be the telltale sign of whether I buy these or not.
Oh,
There's
really?
a lot of pressure here.
Because you bought the yellows.
I bought the yellows. I had to have the yellows. I wanted the yellows from the first time I saw them. The solar orange and red, yeah, definitely wanted them, but not at those prices that they were.
Right.
And now that they've retroed, there's some issues. We've
some issues.
We've addressed that in the live cast. If you haven't watched it, it's episode 100. You're sleeping.
100.
That being said, I don't know. Show me. Sell me.
All right, man.
Sell me on this solar orange.
Well, I never had the OG. So
Right.
I have the OG in yellow.
Right.
But there they are. Peep those. Peep those bad boys.
And these are the solar orange.
The box label doesn't tell you anything. It just says Ultra Boost, and it's just a very plain box label. What does it say on the tag right there? Does that say solar red? Solar orange? Anything? Because
Nope.
it says nothing. This says nothing about the color.
Nothing.
Nothing about the colorway.
Nothing here.
That's just Adidas, just killing it. Giving you a lot of info. Just giving you some real solid info on the shoe. Okay.
I don't even know.
So these joints here, I think they're the Solar Reds, is what they're called. Solar Orange really doesn't exist except for in 1.0.
They look more, and I don't know if it's studio lights, but I'm with you. I'm going to say Solar Red.
Right.
They're Solar Red.
I think that is because they're more like a fuchsia pink.
They might have a Solar Orange lace.
No way. I can bring in a pair of Solar Orange laces for you. They're more orange.
Are they?
Yep. I was just actually looking at some Me Adidas I'm about to sell, and I have an all white pair with that fire orange outsole, and they got the fire orange laces in them. And all I did was step in them, but I stepped and did the on feet on black concrete, black top. So, dude, the bright orange outsole just has black top, and I can't get it off, but I've never worn the shoe. So now I'm going to have to sell them. I had them for an on feet, so I'm going to have to sell them for like cheaper
Oh, that
on
sucks.
Go or to someone I know. It's
I still
trash.
have my Adidas, actually, the gray pair with the orange, and then man, these are still darker than my orange laces on those.
What do you think though? Pretty sick, right?
Yeah, they are.
I like them. I think they're dope. You want to see, Joel?
I don't have to have them.
No, there you go in hand.
I don't
Well, we
know.
talked about it. Someone put us up on game on episode 100 in the chat. These ones versus the OGs, these have a pink cage with black stripes.
Right.
If you look up the OG, if you Google the OG, the cage is all black. No pink cage or solar cage with black stripes. The whole thing is just blacked out. So that's your difference between the OGs and the 1.0s. But you don't like them.
No,
or I guess you didn't say
I
you don't
like
them,
them, but I don't have to have them for what is retail 180?
180.
If I get them for 150,
I think they'll be under retail.
Yeah.
They're sitting all kinds of places.
Yeah.
Have they fully dropped everywhere?
I think for now, yes.
Okay.
I think Adidas finally did do their drop.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
I didn't even look.
Yeah. God, I don't know. They've just been dropping everywhere, so
I
it's
know.
hard to keep track. But I know In Clothing right now has pretty much a full size run of both, and In Clothing ships to US within 2 days, dude. And they ship everything inside another box. They're great.
I love it, and I should have done.
But then
And-
you wouldn't have got a discount,
Well, I could have. Bergdorf's is fine. I should have done the other ones from End.
right?
I didn't know Sneaker Politics would be playing games.
Dude, they've been
Politicking.
They haven't even the label created. What are you doing?
And that was on Thursday. I thought the label would have been created on the day I bought them on Thursday. It would have shipped out Friday. It would have shipped out Saturday.
Are you happy with these?
Yeah.
You
I
like
think
'em?
I think they're great.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm happy to have them. I'm getting rid of a lot of Ultra Boost because I'm revamping kind of my collection stuff. And so I'm gonna have these. I'm gonna have the solar yellows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have the new solar yellows. I'm gonna have the green joints I got on. I'm gonna have probably a couple of my parlays.
Okay.
Just my water shoes. My
Your water mocks.
Yep. Couple of those. I'll probably keep that black pair of ATRs.
Okay.
Maybe the tan pair with the orange boost. Maybe. And that's about it, dude.
Gotcha.
My Me Adidas. I'm going to keep my Me Adidas.
Right.
My multicolors and the mints.
So I need a favor from you real quick. Since
Yeah.
you have an Ultra Boost, it should be an easy transition. I need to know sizing on these because 1.0s, the OGs were pretty tight.
Let me see.
Where do the retros sit in terms of because I know you're the hardest size 12, true to size. I need your opinion real quick.
Pause.
So do the people.
All right.
You're the hardest size 12.
All right. That's
Pause.
enough. That's enough.
We're going to get demonetized.
And let's get to the show, damn it. All right.
You know what? These would match what you have on today as well. They look pretty good.
What? I'm wearing army pants
I think it looked good.
and a black hoodie.
Dude, it looked good.
I've been out on Ultra Boost for a while, but I love these.
They match, dude. I think that's what I'm saying too. The fit I have on these match perfectly. Here's my favorite part of this. Look at that. How it almost looks like you got like a fucking Gucci pattern in the prime knit up top. in
Yeah,
the
I see
front.
that.
Those are sweet. Dang, the F bombs.
Yeah, I need to know.
Oh, dude, these are tight, bro.
I knew it.
Oh man,
I knew it.
These are.
You got to go without the insole. Dude, that mesh opening, look how tight that is, dog. I'm not an idiot. I can see that by
Oh man, you
Dude,
can't even
trying to
get your
get-
foot in there.
Trying to get my foot in here is a chore.
you look like Ted over there.
Oh, dude. Oh no, don't ever say that. That's
man.
bad.
Remember when Ted was trying to get into his shoes?
Oh, don't say I look like Ted. I can't take.
You don't
that
look
kind
like
of stuff.
Ted.
I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. That was just some shots at Ted. I was just messing around. All right.
I knew they were going to be tight.
Now they're loose, dude. If I still have trouble here, we're in some trouble.
What are you going to do? Look at this guy.
Oh, dude.
Wow. I knew it.
They're squeezing the F out of my ankle, dude. Squeezing so hard. Oh, if you buy these shoes, I got to return them.
That bad?
No, they're unwearable.
Wow.
Unwearable with the insole. Dude, they're hurting so bad that I can't feel the boost. I can't even feel the comfort, dude. These feel they feel like an NMD almost.
Oh, not good.
Oh, bro.
You don't think after like the wear that'll like
not
loosen
possible.
up?
And maybe without I just banged my knee underneath the table so hard, bro.
Wow, man.
Jalal's dying. Ah.
So you're saying at least
Not
half
good.
up, maybe a whole size up?
Dude, yes. And let me try it without the insole. Because if I can do it without the insole, look how it's kind of thicker than a normal.
Oh,
1.0.
that is. That's different.
That's the issue.
That's a new one, dude.
That's the issue.
Look how thick that backside is.
This is way thicker than a normal 1.0 insole.
Oh, for
but
sure.
you kept the same 1.0 tightness in the prime knit.
Yeah, you did.
That is what's creating such an issue.
This is
I don't know why
thicker.
Adidas is just all over the place. Like they don't do themselves any favors.
Dog, they're still they are gripping my ankles. And I've heard people before say Ultra Boost around their ankles are tight, and I'm like, I've never had that issue.
Yeah.
Maybe my ankles are just too skinny. I don't know. I don't ever have that issue. I'm having that issue now. These are hurting. I've seen people try to put like big cans of Monster and pop can stuff in this to try to stretch them out. Yeah, dude. Like a jar of peanut butter and shit, trying to stretch out the opening of the shoe. Now I can relate.
This is what it is.
I can relate. This is dude.
Not good.
Better and wearable without the insole.
Okay.
Unwearable with the insole. Still squeezing my ankle, but I think if I put a jar of peanut butter in there, coffee can, it'll stretch it out.
Some Folgers.
Something. I could put something there to stretch the ankle opening, or maybe just wear and tear, wearing them around.
Yeah.
But right now, as it sits, there's no way, dude. With the insole. That thing is thick.
Wow.
Dude, I would have to go a hole up. I'd have to probably get a 13.
Huh.
Because these are tight without the insole. Actually, you know what? Without the insole, they fit just like my Solar Yellow 1.0, but it is not this tight of an opening to get your foot in. That's for sure.
Wow.
So that's the main diff.
I knew they made some changes.
Yep. So that's your feel. That's the review on the feel.
Do you know when they started doing this? Was when they retroed the OGs with the purple heel cups?
Yeah.
Same.
Oh, they're like the same
Oh,
way?
dude, same way. And then you know what else is? The new Undefeateds that just came out. The black Undefeateds with the undefeated writing in 3M.
Yes.
Same way.
Yep.
Same way. But I thought that was just because it's a black shoe. Black prime knit, tighter, right? I thought that made sense. But that OG, that retro OG, dude, I had to sell it. Because I got a 10.5 and I needed that 11 and I never rebought it because it was so tight.
Yep. That's those.
Same thing.
Try to put your if you get it true to size and you try to wear that with the insole, it's not going to work. And if you're a real true to size, there's no way. Like you said, I'm a serious true to size 12.
You're the hardest size 12.
Please.
Get that audio.
Okay, I was like, wait, did I get an 11.5 on accident? No, it's 12.
That might be your first live podcast sneaker review.
Yeah. Like
I don't know if anybody's done that yet.
kind of full.
Yeah.
Kind of we should clip that out and put it on IG, huh? Yeah. All right.
You had to
Let's
do
do
it,
that.
man, because I knew things were different with these. I knew they were going to be different with sizing.
Yeah.
Because Adidas still be tripping dog with sizing.
They're bad.
Have been since day one.
They're hurt. They hurt. They really, really hurt with the insole. Without the insole, inside it feels just like my normal 1.0, but it's still tight here. Not unwearable though, but tight.
Without the
insole, with insole, it's unwearable.
Wow. Interesting. It's good feedback.
Unwearable, dude. Unwearable. Yep. There we go. The Solar pack. That's the Solar red pair for you. The Solar orange just disappeared somewhere, I guess.
The Solar, I'm almost out of here.
Hopefully the yellows are coming through. All right, let's finish up real quickly. Let's hit some YouTube comments. Let me get some
YouTube.
Get a little. Let me get a little musica. There we go. And we'll get into the YouTube comments this week. Brought to you by Pure Spectrum CBD. If you're looking for Pure Spectrum CBD, you can go to purespectrum.com, use our code MUP, receive 10% off.
You bet, man. I think the only thing I would add to Pure Spectrum is, again, 100 drug-tested athletes on their roster. If you're looking for something sustainable, family-farmed, third-party tested, THC-free, Colorado-grown CBD products, Pure Spectrum is yours. Enter MUP, 10% off your entire order. Do it.
All right, YouTube comments this week. My man Connor Terry up first. Connor's been rocking with the show forever. Great cast, guys. 100th episode or 100th show. What a great milestone. Can honestly say that I've been here each and every episode. Keep up the great work, guys. Appreciate that, Connor. All right, Danny B up next. Not crazy with the comments this week because we had so many people on the live chat on episode 100, so the comments weren't really there. That's something that I guess if we continue to do the show live, YouTube comments might fall by the wayside.
Well, and maybe we could screenshot or something some of those live comments because you can't get those.
I think we'll probably do a segment where we'll allow people to send in questions, and we can just answer a few questions every week. Dope. They can send in questions of everything from behind the scenes shit to the show, something you want us to answer on the show, advice on something. I think that would be a cool way to go.
Hell yeah.
So Danny B up next. Dal's Clutch Money. Dal's clutch money shot has me second guessing my cornhole and beer pong trash talking.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I thrive on competition. Let's go. 100 deep. 100 deep. Jalal got the live in 3. Dal's all in. Living life with no regrets. Keep pushing down walls. Franchise is a business. Man, my favorite podcast by a mile. Buying all the merch and asking for more. Appreciate it, Danny B. Dog.
Best comment I've ever heard.
Ever heard?
Danny's
Wow.
Danny's the man.
Danny is the man. Starting it off, appreciate you, Doug. Go ahead, I'm going to like these. Let me like these while I'm going down. You can start doing that.
We're going to make a shirt with Danny's face on it. Most underrated. Most underrated.
That would be tight. Part of the most underrated signature series that we got.
He's in.
Coming. AN. The producer's voice is calming. For that, he is now the new GOAT.
Wow.
Thank you, man. Salute. I'm glad it could be calming to you, I guess, with all this anxiety talk.
No doubt. Yeah. Chinky Sanchez up next. Anxiety/panic attacks are the worst. I've lived with them for 5+ years. They got so bad I had to quit my job because it got to where I would have an attack every time I left the house. Wow. I went to the hospital and they told me it was caused by stress. They tried giving me Xanax and some other anxiety medication, but weed was the only thing that really did help me a little. Took a long time for me to face it and not allow it to take over anymore. To this day, I still feel sometimes when I get a little overwhelmed, but I have to be bigger than it because it will take control. Soon as you start feeling that it's hard to breathe, feeling, you have to take deep breaths. You have to keep telling yourself that you're fine. The mind is a very powerful thing, but you can control it. There you go, Dal.
It's good insight, man. I appreciate it. And I've thought a lot about that over the weekend, man. So I kind of took a sneak peek of that comment because I'll take any help I can get, man. I really appreciate that. So
yeah, not a lot of people, or there's a lot of people probably battling that can relate. No doubt. Not a lot of people will speak up about it openly because everyone kind of just, you expect people to deal with their things and just move on. Mm-hmm. But over here, community. All part of it, us transitioning, making the moves, doing it full time. I think like we talked about structure. I think all that stuff's going to help. Blake P up next. I was able to tune in live for a little bit last night, but finished up listening today. He was talking about the 100th episode. Congrats on your 100th episode, fellas. Really looking forward to seeing where you guys take the show in the future. I can relate to when Thomas said it wouldn't let him send 25 because as I was listening last night, I was trying to send money and it wasn't allowing whole dollar amounts. When I finally figured it out, I got a message saying in-app purchases are disabled. So I'll try to get it sorted out and double up the next live. I appreciate you, Blake, man. No worries, dog. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for listening. AP up next. 100. Let's go. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to listen live, but catching it now. Dal, instead of the meds from docs, does CBD help with your anxiety? I think you're on the right track with getting some exercise. Seems to help with a multitude of problems. Who will win? California or the NCAA? Who will people give two shits about? Actually, sorry, Dal, I'll let you respond to the first part. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, I've been using the tincture here a little bit over the weekend, which I don't usually use. I like the rub-ons and have Robin kind of rub the shoulders, rub the back. But a little rub and tug, no big deal. But the tincture, yeah, I'm using that quite a bit. And, it does make me a little bit more tired. So I'm still a little anxious, but a little bit more tired. So there is some relaxation that does happen with that tincture, but still trying to figure out what the dosage looks like and how much I should be taking.
He continues, who will win, California or the NCAA? Who would people give two shits about the California Athletic Conference as opposed to the NCAA? Or would it just be another way for California to segregate themselves from the rest of America? I think NCAA has to adopt and allow these kids to get paid for their likeness. Then KU can stop being investigated every year. Rock chalk.
Nice.
Obviously KU fan. Both y'all talking Bronx on heaters. Come on, guys. 5 weeks in, you're still taking these guys? Below not good. I'm going to give you that for one.
Yeah.
Below not good.
I'm going to give you a below not good because I've cashed. All the times I've taken the Broncos this year, I've made money. I've cashed on the Broncos every time. We're taking them against the spread, AP. We're not taking them straight up. We're not taking them because we think they're good. We're not taking them to win games. We're taking them to make money. Okay?
Correct.
That's all. Thanks for keeping me entertained on the weekly, especially on my boring-ass drive from South Dakota to Colorado. Keep it rocking, boys.
Nice.
AP, thank you for coming through, dog. Love you, bro. Carlos up next. Great cast, fellas. Dal gets half a beer in him, and he's all high five, and he's all high fives for everybody with the laughing emojis. I'm sure you've tried it, but I've recently had some anxiety issues myself, and a little bit of CBD from the drops have been a great tool for helping me relax a bit. Pure Spectrum has you set. I dig the live aspect of the cast, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to join in many of them live. I still will be here watching for sure, though. Keep it up, guys. No worries, man. I mean, there's still going to be the on-demand element available for people that can't catch the cast live. I understand that, especially if we start doing a morning show. People may be able to listen to the first 40 minutes on their drive in, but they may have to go into work just like normal. So you can go catch up with the rest on demand. Just pop him if you want to when you're live, the rest on demand. Dude, did you see our boy? Let me give you a shot first, Carlos, and then also a shout out to the neighborhood. You see, neighborhood linked us with that little iRig thing that you hook up to your phone. So I want to start having the live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Instagram all simultaneous if that's possible. Yeah. That's the goal for me, because then you got all those people. Let's see here. T-Mobile up next. Really fun live interacting with you fools and all the guys I see commenting every week. Even if you could do that once or twice a month, that would be sick. We're rolling, T-Mobile. We're working towards it, dog. We're working. Ro, SWC53, my guy Ro. Working. Missed the live. So salty. Damn, sorry, Ro. That sucks, dog. We'll have to give you let me give you one of these. A little sad. A little sad for you. Conley up next. Wonder if EA will make college football game again. So many memories killing fools with LSU in my dorm room in 2002. Jesus, I'm old.
Yeah, nice.
I like that. That's exactly my memories. When Mike Vick 04 came out, I was graduating high school that year, and I had some break class. What are those called? Teacher's aid periods and off periods and all this shit my senior year. Not doing a lot of school. Definitely doing a lot of Madden. So high school, senior year, freshman year of college, it just turned into, it was just Madden, dude. Madden tournaments, FIFA tournaments, and I can relate to you, Conley. I'm old as well, bro. All my aunts coming through. Love love this cast and the transparency by Dal Pal. Keep them coming. Look at you, Dal. All right. And I think on that note, we're about ready to wrap up the show. Let me just hit on a little bit of, or I'll have you hit on a little bit of underrated news really quick. Snoop Dogg and the KU saga.
Yeah.
Fill me in.
It's not good. So
I don't understand.
Snoop performed this past Friday night at the KU Jayhawks annual Late Night in the Fog.
The whole, what's it called?
Which is like their kind of preseason prep rally.
Midnight Madness.
You got it.
That's what they call it.
You got it, yeah.
All the schools, all the NCAA schools call it Midnight Madness. They do this big thing, right?
Yep. And theirs is a Late Night in the Fog.
Just to fill everyone
whatever.
in. Okay.
And it looked like it was one of their typically awesome shows. And then Snoop Dogg strolled in the court rapping to a lot of his older songs. I think he did like...
the Pimp's in the Crib. Ma,
yeah,
drop it like it's hot.
No doubt. He did like a 20, 25, 30-minute set.
He was... Well, I saw him I heard he was right outside, and he was actually rolling down the street.
Yeah.
Smoking Endo, and then he was sipping on gin and juice. Yeah, he was laid back. Right. Okay.
So, yeah. But his show got a little bit more active as the night went on in terms of he actually got stripper poles out there, and he had ladies dancing on those poles.
Whoa,
and then shortly thereafter started shooting fake money out of a money gun.
Nice.
To the front rows.
Yeah, the money gun going.
Nice.
So
yeah, long story short, you had a lot of people pretty upset about it. So much, in fact, that KU actually had to issue an apparent apology for the night's performance and the chaos of events that ensued the next day.
So because the university was unhappy with
because it was
conduct, but they brought him in. You paid Snoop Dogg to come in and do what Snoop Dogg does. Now, you're not USC, who we know he's heavily, heavily tied to.
Right.
He's big time USC fan. Seen him on a ton of games. You're KU. I don't think Snoop Dogg cares if he gets KU in trouble when you hired Snoop Dogg to come do Snoop Dogg things.
Yeah.
What are they expecting?
Let me tell you what I know here.
Go ahead.
Check this out. So KU is obviously in the middle of allegations of having Adidas their athletes, right?
Like AP just said, they're getting investigated every other week.
So this is interesting because
Bill Self in the middle of it, all that.
Right. This is also interesting because this comes out, right? And it just takes away, again, it badgers the name of KU that is already badgered, right, by these allegations. But also I find it interesting that Adidas is supposedly, behind paying these athletes. Well, did you know Snoop Dogg is endorsed by Adidas? And he was wearing the KU Adidas Ultra Boost that night. And I'm like, what? Well, where did all these connections come from? Oh, man, it makes me feel like KU's definitely going down the shitter. Dude. And they're in trouble.
I did not know that.
Yeah, man. Cross some T's, dot some I's.
Wow.
We got some.
So what do you think is going to happen here? What do you think the outcome is going to be for KU? And then also, the KU is the big picture. Yeah. Like, what's the outcome going to be for Snoop Dogg? I don't know. Maybe he can't do a rally anymore.
This doesn't hurt Snoop Dogg at all.
That's what I was going to say. Like, why are they? They're not. There's nothing that's going to happen to Snoop Dogg over this, right?
Not one thing.
Because you hired him to come do his thing.
Snoop Dogg did,
and he just did his thing, right? KU is in trouble here.
Yeah.
If someone wants to punish someone, it should be KU. Not only for the sanctions and all the other stuff, but for the stripper poles, whatever else. They showed poor judgment hiring Snoop Dogg. You brought in Snoop. Snoop just doing what he does.
Right.
Personally, I don't think it was poor judgment, but apparently everyone else does.
Yeah, no doubt.
Everyone else isn't a fan of it. So, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think the fallout's going to be with KU and everything else?
With the Adidas allegations, I think they'll probably end up being guilty. I think they're going to have to pay a hefty fine. I think they might miss some of the season. They might be banned from whatever it is that they can do. I still don't think they're a team that's in contention. I still think they're in building processes as a team and as an organization. They've lost so many people, obviously, in the last 4 years to the NBA, which, again, I think they're rebuilding. I think their recruiting process is usually awesome. Maybe because Adidas is paying them. Who knows?
Yeah.
But, I think they're going to have some bans probably from the allegations of the Adidas and paying players. I think that's probably going to come to fruition. But with this, they issued an apology. It looks shitty on their brand.
You think
their
Bill
image.
Self's going to be fired later on, though? You think he's gonna? You think he's gonna be fired or gonna be forced to resign?
No,
either one. You
Not
think
yet.
he's just gonna really? You think he's just gonna ride it out and come out on the other side?
I do.
And be able to coach?
I do.
Oof.
I do.
I don't agree. That's nuts.
I do.
I don't know all the details. I'm not in as deep as you. I just don't see how he comes out on the other side clean.
Yeah, I think you can get past this. It's funny because it says Kansas men's basketball coach Bill Self only stayed to watch a couple of Snoop Dogg songs in a 35-minute performance by the 47-year-old rapper. And then Self told the media he wasn't feeling well during Snoop's performance. Thus, he went back into the locker room i.e. he was embarrassed as shit. I didn't listen or see the majority of what went down. Certainly I got a pretty good idea based off the first couple of songs, Self said. So
it's just it just sucks because KU's already under this microscope and they're already getting all this scrutiny, and then they go do something stupid like this to draw more attention to the university. Bad attention.
It's like some Dumb and Dumber shit.
Right. It's just
I
like,
was trying to think of that statement. When you went and when I didn't think you could do anything more dumber, you went and totally redeemed yourself. Totally right.
Oh my God. That's exactly what it is.
God.
But they didn't redeem themselves.
They did not.
Maybe in the student size. Students are like, yeah, KU's the best.
Yeah, students are pumped on that.
Trying to turn into the #1 party school out there.
Getting that free Snoop Dogg money out that gun.
All right, on that note, anything else before we wrap up today, guys? Good show. I think we hit on everything. Got everything going. Stay tuned, man. I think the lives are coming. I think we're getting more and more. We're getting closer and closer to that. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And as always, man, we will see you fools Friday.